Hello.
Good night,
Good morning.
Danielita.
Kikiro, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are
Happy
you?
to know that. I'm good too.
Yeah?
Very good. Yeah.
Very good. Very good, Danielira.
I am energized today. Why?
Oh,
I don't know.
that's that's new. No,
That's
not
new.
really. No, not really.
Thank you.
No. Usually I'm the one that's more energized in the mornings,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that you're not energized in the mornings.
No. No, but I think I have a lot more energy nowadays
Yeah.
that I did some years
Oh,
ago.
traditionally, yeah.
Yeah, when you met me, I was just like a
Mm,
couch potato
a bag
of
of noodles.
hours.
I don't know how to say awas.
I don't think there's
Translation?
no. I don't even
Um,
know if the product exists
well,
elsewhere.
maybe we export awa. I don't know.
Maybe. Mm, do you want me to Google that?
Yeah, actually, why not start the morning with
Googling.
yeah,
Uh,
with knowing if a very Andean, because I don't think that's exclusively Colombian. I would think like most of the Andean countries, particularly like Colombia, Ecuador,
no, it says awa
Peru,
bean.
Ababin,
So no.
Hababin.
No. Awa and the translation bean.
I mean, but beans are,
There's like a huge variety, so it's
of
not like,
course.
oh, I'm eating salted beans.
Yeah, no. It's a
So,
very specific bean,
yeah.
and it the way it's prepared here, it's
Fried
yeah,
with salt.
fried and salted.
Yeah.
So
I remember my
that pretty
dad.
much describes every single plate in like Colombian
Yeah.
cuisine,
Or
fried and
fried with
salted.
sugar.
Yeah,
Or
or
fried
fried.
with salt.
Yeah.
So,
If it's not fried, it's not ours.
yeah. I was going to say that I remember my dad,
Yeah,
because I mean, he's from Sevilla,
yeah,
Valle.
yeah.
So, they say that awas are the Bajuno bubble gum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you like keep like chewing and chewing and chewing.
Okay.
And they sold little bags,
Yes.
plastic bags
Yeah.
with awas.
Yeah.
But I remember the stands said like Bajuno bubblegum.
That's so
Chicle
funny.
Bajuno. Yeah.
But where are they more customary? I would
I don't
think they
know.
are from, Cundiboyacense.
I don't know. Let's
Awas?
see.
Yeah, because they actually don't they grow. I mean, maybe they can grow anywhere.
Let's see.
¿Dónde se producen habas? Colombia.
Now I see awas el chicle boyacense.
Chicle boyacense.
So it's like chicle from
Yeah, Boyacá.
everywhere.
But I thought, yeah, but I think they're more. I wouldn't associate them with Valle del Cauca,
Maybe
to
they
be
were just like
honest.
trying to own it.
Yeah, I think so.
Or
I think
maybe it
so.
was just one stand
You know how they steal
in
the
Sevilla. Maybe
Foto
that was the.
Japón?
Yeah. Yeah.
They probably saw the logo. They probably saw the slogan for Chicle del Boyacá,
Chicle boyacense.
Chicle
Yeah.
Boyacense, and they wanted to steal it.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, if we change it for Valle.
Yeah, it works. It
Yeah.
works. Yeah, because I do think they are more from our region than from El Valle. I think.
So
Anyways.
it says,
Yeah.
mm, so it's cultivated everywhere.
Yeah.
And it says the main countries are Australia, China, Egypt, and Ethiopia.
Egypt, Ethiopia.
Yeah, so
Not us?
not even Colombia.
What?
Well, according to this.
Okay, so
So-
let's not even. That's not even. Come on, please.
According to this other one. Mm,
My father used to say they weren't very good for you, especially fried. I think they were. I mean, maybe my father is going to appear from the heavens and punch me if I misremember this. But he said that the levels of gastric cancer were high in the above a certain altitude, it's because we ate stuff like a lot of potatoes that grow on above a certain altitude, and those sort of beans and aba beans, and because I think they are high on nitrites, something like that, nitritos. So yeah, that was my father's belief.
Well,
Again, if I get struck down by lightning, that's my father saying like, "What are you
you
saying?"
misremembered everything.
Yeah. Oh my
yeah.
God, my whole life, my whole career, and you're like misquoting me.
But I mean, it makes sense that it's not healthy because it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
super fried,
Yeah, and I think the people,
super salted.
the towns, I mean, well, it's probably more popular in like smaller towns, but here in bigger cities, you can buy awas in the street. But where they eat it, I think they eat it a lot. So, they're always kind of
Eating it, like
yeah,
snacking.
like
on them.
snacking on it. Yep.
Yeah.
So I think that's the issue. It's just a lot of it.
Laura Soledad Ferradas
Mm-hmm.
was saying here in Argentina,
Mm-hmm.
it is the main food of the girl shepherds. On the north, they take it in a bag
Mm-hmm.
to the whole
Como
day
las
ride.
campesinas.
Ajá.
Sí, es que eso debe ser milenario. O sea, la gente que come habas, las culturas que comen habas, los indígenas que comían habas, que comen habas, eso tiene que tener miles y miles de años de tradición.
Laura, ¿y allá las preparan igual? O sea, fritas, sal. ¿y ya?
Fritas al paquetico de plástico.
Sí.
Sí, puede ser un chorizo así de plástico o una bolsita. Acá son populares en ambas presentaciones.
Sí. ¿Bolsita larga?
Sí, el choricito de plástico, sí.
¿Choricito? No.
Pues es como un
Alguien
chorizo,
va ahí.
un chorizo.
Laura Soledad Ferradas dice, me encanta que empezaste a hablar en español. Hervidas.
Hervidas, qué rico.
Sí.
Qué rico. Mucho más saludable, creo. Bueno,
Bueno.
Daniel Lira,
So,
that was our Friday ABBA talk.
Fried.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And not ABBA as in Swedish ABBA.
No.
No, we took a chance on speaking, oh, thank you, about our beans,
Yeah.
native beans.
Yeah.
Thank
No.
you.
We realized
We're
they're not
losing or
as
hemorrhaging followers,
native.
hemorrhaging subscribers.
Now I'm seeing habas a la catalana.
Oh, come on. No,
And it's like-
it's ours. I'm going to believe this is a South American thing.
Yeah. Colombian.
Egypt, Ethiopia. I mean, stop it. Anyways. Yeah, I guess we are the only ones. We're the ones that think that beans only grow
Here.
here. Just beans. We should start with Emily. So Emily is, let me get this straight. Let me get this right. Painting elk. But
Yeah. I don't know if we have
how-
Emily here.
Let me see how. No, she's probably. Painting elk. So, if you want to follow her on Instagram, it's just how it sounds. Painting elk. I had shown interest on this little painting. A long time ago, and Emily was going to exhibit, and I think she still is going to exhibit a bunch of these smaller paintings on a particular show. And I remember that I had written to her, I had DM'd her, and I was like, oh my God, this painting is so beautiful. Is it available? And she was like, well, I want to do a show, and maybe after the show, it'll be available. And I was like, oh, that's so great. Just keep me in mind. Just keep me in mind, whenever the show is done, and maybe if it doesn't sell, I'd be super interested in purchasing it. And this was over a year ago, I think even more. And she wrote back and she was like, well, she was getting back to painting, and she asked if I was still interested. And I was like, of course I am. This is a gorgeous painting. Now, I have to be honest. I had no idea, Danny, and Danny has already seen it, but I had no idea it was this size.
Yeah.
And I adore it.
I
Adore
think
it.
I like it even more.
Oh my God, I'm
this.
dying.
I mean, I don't even imagine that painting being a different
No.
size.
And when Emily started
just-
posting, the fact that they were playing cards, and she showed the back of the cards, I was like, wait a minute, that's the size.
Yeah.
'Cause I couldn't believe it. So,
Because also the level of detail.
oh no, it's
I mean,
gorgeous. The surface,
I think
I'm dying.
I think she gets like one hair of her head and uses that as a paintbrush.
One hair of
'Cause
my head, and she has a soul paintbrush.
Because I can't understand
Oh, it's gorgeous.
how can she achieve that level of detail.
So,
Just
well, it came on a bigger pack. We
Mhm.
didn't get just this, but let me show you first the fact that it's, look at
Mhm.
that. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
Crazy.
I'm dying. I'm
Yeah.
dying. Look at that eye.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's absolute. And there's like a sheen to it that is so,
Yeah.
so good.
Crazy good.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. So Ace of Clubs, just regular, size, regular cards, just a regular, playing cards. I'm not sure. I didn't ask her if she had primed this, but
Maybe.
no, because what's an easy way, Danny, to tell if somebody primed something?
The
If you look at the
corners?
painting, at an angle, you'll usually see underneath, because paint, you would have to put very, very thick paint on.
Mhm.
And for example, for the people that are fans, if you look at our, original paintings, you can tell the paper when we used to prime the paper, because if you look at the photos, and you can download some of those photos, there's always going to be a little pattern underneath the painting that you can see, which is
Mhm.
just the bristles, the
Yeah, like
strokes
the
of
brush
bristles.
marks.
And even if you use like a foam brush, even if you're using, something that leaves virtually no marks, you can always see a little bit of mark making that's underneath. You can always see a little bit of like a pattern underneath. This has nothing. Nothing. It's just the paint. And the paint is actually quite thin in some parts. So you would be able to tell, you should be able to tell if it has some sort of sizing to it. And I think that if you size this would warp quite a bit,
Mhm.
because it's very small. I mean, it's playing card, so it is quite thick, but still, if you put, gesso on this, if you put transparent acrylic binder, if you put rabbit skin glue, if you put anything on this, it's going to warp. For sure, it's going to warp. I mean, this card would be like that. So this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. I feel that, we were talking a lot last time about working on different surfaces and how, how stable a painting can be. This is one of those cases where it's so lovely to see just a regular card back here. You don't have to do anything to it. So, if you had primed this side, you would have to prime the other side just to keep it, stable and keep it from buckling. But it's so nice that you can see just a regular card, regular surface. And then on this side, I have no idea. I mean, there is something that they put on the cards, I'm sure, to protect them.
It's laminado.
Yeah,
It's,
so it probably has like a covering, like you're saying. But so I don't know how absorbent it is. I've never painted on a playing card. But now I'm so fascinated. But this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so ridiculously beautiful. I mean, we both tend to not be either very public about the pieces that we really like, because we honestly like everything that we have, and we would never say that one artist is like more than another, or
No,
I
but
mean,
we have our favorites.
I mean, yeah.
I
for
mean,
you
we
have
love them all.
Oliver Jeffers, so it's like,
Yeah.
come on, that
I
has
have an original SpongeBob.
we have, yeah, and we have.
I have a Fernando Rosas.
Oh, I know.
That we have.
He has a show.
We have
oh my
all of
God,
it.
next year if we do well, I want to get another sculpture of him.
We have a
Oh,
Benjamin
God.
Bjorklund.
I mean, how can we
So-
not say that we love our Ben Bjorklund? But I think this is one of my favorite pieces.
Me too.
I
was just like mind blown.
Jesus Christ, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, this is beautiful. It is amazing. Incredible. So that's what I always say. Like, I know Instagram is so flawed, it's so weird, and there's so many stuff that's wrong about it. But the fact that you're able to get to know people that are so ridiculously talented, and the fact that you're able to, from across the world, say, "Oh wow, this is amazing. Can I buy this off of you?" Or, I know that I'm not going to be able to go and travel and see the show, but could I maybe purchase it? The fact that those chances are so accessible to us nowadays, it's amazing. It really is amazing. So I'm very, very grateful for that. I was going to show a lot of people ask about process. This is probably not going to have anything to do with painting today because we're going to do something more direct as we always do. But a lot of people ask about my indirect process. And what's cool about this is I have some examples that I'm thinking that I'm going to see if I could put up for sale also as a pack.
Mm-hmm.
Because, individually, I think they would be, I don't know. I think they would be interesting or it would be like, oh, it's so nice to have like this example of this. But I don't know how many people would be interested in having like how many individual people would be interested in having each one of these. So I think it's easier to like tell them, hey, this is like a cheaper pack and you're going to get like a lot of them for the same price. But I found this one, which is the cover for the for our sketchbook, for the sketchbook that we printed.
For the Painted Lives
OPL sketchbook
book.
that we printed a couple of years ago now. So I'm super happy to have found, and we kind of unearthed all of these, when searching for the paintings that we showed last Monday.
Yeah.
And there's a Fed with a big Christmas bow there. And here is Mags.
Mm-hmm.
This is Mags when, I don't know if I took this picture. I think I did when I met Mags at, oh Christ, I think it was Raleigh, North Carolina, when I did a workshop. Super talented. Mags is like ridiculously talented, but I met her years ago. This was probably like 2018 or 19, but so I did a drawing of her, and these are all just regular pencil, like graphite on Colombian paper that's called Earth Packed.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted, so that would be my drawing when I'm trying to like draw. And these would be examples, and this is, I'm probably going to make these two little packs available, but this is when I was working on smaller size moleskin, so you could see that it's just unbound. And this is primed. This side is primed as well as the other side, because of what I was saying. If you only prime one side, it just buckles the paper like crazy. So
I don't know if it's gonna fit.
Oh, it's not gonna fit. Yeah,
but
it's not gonna fit.
Let me take my camera off for a bit.
Yeah.
And there you go.
You know what I'm thinking, Danny? Although this is probably, I'm getting a bad angle on the monitor, but we probably could up the contrast on our camera settings so that we could get just a tiny bit more contrast. Not now, but we have to do some tests. But because I do feel that we're losing contrast when we're streaming. But anyways, but that's on camera. Like we could totally do that on camera.
But we could also do it.
Yeah, we could do that through OBS,
here.
but it's better. Like the software in the camera is way, way better than what you can do post-processing OBS.
But do you
it's all
me to
post-processing.
try it here?
No. We'll do it next session.
Okay.
But anyways, this is like, for example, one of those magenta pencils that I would do. I would then apply transparent acrylic binder so I can have access to my drawing, obviously. And then this is just this would be raw umber and liquid. So Danny, we could do that.
No, it's just
I knew it. I knew you were gonna do that.
It was overexposed. So
No. It's just no. I don't think it's about overexposure. I think it's more contrast. I think we could probably up the contrast and maybe the saturation one point.
but you can go ahead. I mean, you were talking. I was just looking at the camera.
I knew, Danny. Whenever you tell Danny, like, don't worry, we can do that afterwards, she's like, that is a challenge.
No, but I mean, if I want to do it now, I don't see the problem.
This is another one of Fer, and I was gonna put like a separate little hand there, but I really like that drawing of Fer. This is one of you that I really, really like. It's just like a nice gesture. Really nice gesture. And these are paintings that I never really painted because everything kind of changed in my own painting practice. So I always thought that I would have to push myself to try and paint them differently than what I was painting at that moment. So I stopped. I'd much rather just like stop and leave them there. So now I have a bunch of what are essentially underpaintings, nice underpaintings, I feel, that I really, really like and that I feel that I'm never going to paint. So I much rather just understand them as objects that are done. So maybe, I don't know who would be interested in this, but I think they are anecdotal and they're very kind of cool. But we're going to put these as a pack, I feel. So, probably for the price of a painting, you can get 4 underpaintings.
I thought you were gonna do 2 packs of that.
No.
To get
one, it's
2
just,
bigs and 2 bigs.
yeah, but it's I don't know. It's I know myself, and I know I'm not gonna paint those.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no, I should have like a different mentality. Like, I know myself, and I know that that's, if I left them there, it's because something in my body told me leave them there.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not going to go back and paint those because I would feel weird. I would feel like I'm doing something not. It's not that it's like strange for me to sit down and paint them. If somebody told me like, hey, you have to paint them, like, fine, I'm sure I could paint them, but I don't know. I would feel like it's something that I have to do instead of something that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, when I look at them like that, I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And it's a super nice memory of how I approach painting, in a I mean, as indirect painting as I can paint, which is not much, but so I like them. I think they're testimonies of those moments, and I much rather remember them as such than push myself to try to say, okay, no, now try to paint something a little bit tighter or a little bit neater just for the sake of doing it. So, yeah, I think they're weird, but I think they're really kind of cool and fascinating.
I think I would love to have an underpainting.
I
think it's super cool.
Yeah, they bring tons of really cool memories back to my brain. So I like the fact that they can remain like that. So, and not think like, oh, they would have been like a great, no. They're just, it is what it is. So I kind of like that. Anyways, so.
Yeah, so that's gonna be on our website.
Yeah, later on.
Yeah.
I think a little drawing pack and a little painting pack, a little underpainting pack.
Mm-hmm. So I'll use this as an excuse.
Yes, please.
Share our webpage.
Oh.
Wait.
Boiled Ghost?
No.
What?
Today are painted lights.
What is that page? I'm not familiar with that.
Well, I typed that. Do you want to?
While you type that, today we're going to paint, I think he's asleep. I think NASA or Julian, I don't know how early they wake up. Maybe if they wake up, maybe if they're up, it could be cool. But I've painted Julian a couple of times, I feel. I feel a little bit betrayed because he had me as his avatar. Had one of my paintings as his avatar. And then Wiley Rizzo painted him, and Wiley's painting completely kicked my butt. So he changed his avatar, Julian, for Wiley's painting. And I would have done the same thing, if I have to be honest. Because Wiley is a crazy, crazy good painter. Like, so good. So, so I've painted Julian, but I've never painted his partner, their partner. And so I'm going to paint NASA. And I've seen people painting NASA. In fact, I don't know if Camila Ogorman painted him. I'm trying to think about it, but I think she did. But I'm going to paint Nazarena hoy. Nazarena hoy. Today. So we'll see how that goes. I think he's got this amazing, super expressive portrait. So I've been wanting to paint him for the longest time, but whenever I wanted to paint NASA, I saw that other people were painting him, and I was like, oh. So I wanted to wait for my chance, and now is my chance. So this is one of those cool, beautiful things that happens when there are communities that kind of share photos of themselves, and it's a community full of painters, and they can all tackle the same image and try to resolve it in some way. Because what you get is not really, it's not about comparing yourself to other painters or saying like, oh my God, they posted this amazing photo and I tried to paint it and I thought mine was cool, but then somebody else painted another one and theirs were like so much cooler. I don't think it's about that, because that's not super healthy. I mean, that's fine. Inevitably we're going to always compare ourselves, and it's totally fine to understand that there are people that are better painters than us. I have a list of hundreds, if not thousands, of people painting right now that I truly believe are so much better than anything that I could ever do. And that's fine. That almost gives us like a place, and we understand our place. But what I do feel is kind of cool is the fact that there's like this collective, consciousness just trying to solve this one, problem. Let's say, I'm not saying like a human being is a problem, but a portrait painting is certainly a problem to solve. And it's so cool to see how people go about solving that problem. And so in many times, some people are going to be super effective at dealing with the issues, when trying to resolve it. And some people, like, let's say if I go about it and I struggle, then I'm going to, be lucky to find in other people's manners of resolving something answers that I couldn't find myself. So I do feel that that's super, super interesting. And it's also very liberating, the fact that, one image can spur tens and dozens of paintings, because it also kind of liberates you from thinking of ownership, like, oh, that image represented my painting. Nobody else can paint from this. Nobody else can touch this. This is my reference. And it's super cool to say, no, this is everyone's reference. Like, who cares? A reference is always going to be a starting point. So this is a beautiful way of socializing like that beginning. And yes, chances are that, like, if NASA is painting himself or if Julian is painting NASA, like, they're going to be able to access things that I can't, for sure. There's a closeness and an intimacy that will only open when you're painting somebody that is in your life. But there's also something very cool about how does a stranger, or how does a person that is, that I've talked to, and, I can feel their warmth and I can feel their kindness, but it's essentially a stranger because of distance or, many other reasons. How can they portray me? How, with their ability, with their shortcomings, with their, their manners of perceiving, of understanding, how are they going to see me? And that's pretty cool. I think that that's super, super cool. Anyways, that was a lot of talking. But I did like a little scribble here, but I do want to go straight to putting paint down. And we're going to do our same. I think our palette is cut off, but don't worry. It's the same palette we've used for the past couple of days. It's going to be titanium white, bismuth yellow.
No, you can actually see
Oh,
it.
awesome. Thank you, Danny. It's going to be titanium white, bismuth yellow, quinacridone magenta, and cobalt blue. Mm-hmm. So primaries, a choice of primaries, because there are many, many choices when picking primaries, and titanium white. So let's go. And we go. that's gonna fall. Sorry.
You sound like
I
you're
don't. I didn't know what happened there.
puking.
Yeah. Sorry. But we can say good morning or good afternoon
Yeah.
or good night
So,
to people that are here.
yes. So, Liad was saying hello.
Liad, good morning.
Margo Delgado dice hola. Hola Margo,
Margo.
¿cómo estás?
Margo, buenos días.
Robin was saying hello. Hey, Robin.
Robincita.
We've been missing you.
Oh,
here.
every day. Every day we don't know about Robin. Is it a day that we die a little bit?
Robin.
Yeah. We are less. We hope everything's
I
good.
thought you were gonna say we are less something.
I know we are less, just like, fundamentally
general,
less.
Yeah. Emery Borch was saying hi. Hey, Emery.
I'm always, I've always been curious. Has Emery told us how to pronounce their last name? Because I don't know if it's Borge, Borg, Borge.
Maybe they can let us know. I always go with Emery Borch.
I know. But and one time I also read it and I was like, oh yeah, they're always here. But I've always been curious, and maybe we've been getting it wrong forever.
Maybe.
And
but that's the case.
But our getting it wrong is always lovingly. Yeah. Always lovingly. Never disrespectful. Never ever.
Marco Antonio was saying hello from Brazil.
Brazil.
Sandy Under the Sea was saying hola. Hey, Sandy. Nice to have you here. Julian Cabrera was saying hello, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Hello to our Huilense friend.
Ya Colombia está más decente, yo creo. Colombia está más amable, más decente, más querida. ¿Viste? El expresidente Uribe dijo que iba a dialogar con Petro, que quiere abrir el diálogo.
Sí, es que en un momento me perdí.
Cambió.
Sí, me perdí porque pensé que estabas hablando de Julián.
Ah, no, los huilenses siempre amables.
Y por Julián
los Opitas
diciendo,
siempre.
ya Colombia cambió. Y yo
no,
decía,
lo que pasa es que hay un aire de amabilidad,
de cambio,
afabilidad, como de sonrisa.
Aire de sonrisa.
Aire de sonrisa. En Colombia siempre hay un aire de sonrisa.
Sí,
la gente más amable del mundo está acá.
Pero aire de
Volvimos.
sonrisa suena como aliento, pero...
Aire de sonrisa, sí. Por favor, Listerine para ese aire de sonrisa.
Sí. Sofía Centurión dice, Olis, qué bien que empezaron temprano, pensé que no llegaría a verlos. Hola, doña
Centurión
Sofía.
A trabajar más bien, trabajar en esa base de datos si es tan amable.
Nikki Brooks was saying, hi, post my workout
to
nice. Join the sacrifices I make.
Nice.
Always worth it to join you guys.
Very
hey,
nice.
Nikki.
Are you avoiding leg day?
Yeah. Is it a sacrifice you're making, or is it the perfect excuse?
Yeah.
To avoid workout, because that would be me.
Oh yeah.
I would be like, I prepared everything to start the workout, but the live stream just started.
I was just about. I have my mat is on the floor.
Yeah, but now I'm gonna use it to just lay down and see the live stream.
And what are those? What is that? Popcorn? Come over here.
Lola Onigiri dice, agarrarlos a ustedes en directo es toda una odisea, ala. Muy buenos días, ¿cómo estamos? ¿De qué hablan?
Cuando nos vea, no nos agarre en directo, por favor, Lola.
¿Qué?
Agarrarlos en directo.
Chiste.
Cuidadito, Lola.
¿De qué hablan ahorita? Es que no sé en qué momento lo dijo Lola. Entonces hemos hablado de habas. Hemos hablado de la pintura de Emily.
I want to address something.
What?
Yeah. So, a lot of comments yesterday about the shape of my toes I was getting. Shape of my toes. Yeah. So, a lot of comments about shape of my toes.
So, on your Instagram, because maybe people that
Oh, no. We're just
don't
talking.
know.
Yeah. No. Let's just say that I just randomly got a day of people commenting my toes. And the lightness, the lightness, the whiteness of my foot. A lot of people worried that my feet have never seen the sun. They were asking if they were actually my feet or if we were hiding corpses here in our apartment. So Yes, my toes are like kind of like rounder. I've always told people that they are like a little astronaut, maybe. Little antenna. Beep, 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 beep.
Now it looks like a phone. Now it does not.
Yeah. So it's a little astronaut toe. And the lightness. I mean, how are you guys not aware of how beautifully pale I am? I've always said fair skin, whitest Colombian alive. I mean, call myself a bootleg ginger.
Now I'm a bootleg ginger.
Yeah, you're like a San Victorino ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that.
So how are you surprised? How are you shocked? It's like a small little empanada. Like a como una gelatina de pata es mi pata. So a little, I thought it was a little strange that people were surprised. But and then a lot of people excited about the toe.
That's weird.
I know the torno, the toe porno. So,
What?
I know. Just keep going with it. So a little freaky yesterday. Not surprised, but thank you for all the nice comments regarding my feet.
So
we can go back. Thank you.
yeah. So Aldo was saying hi. TF. What's TFIIFU? Maybe.
What?
I'm sorry.
You good?
Yeah, I think.
Some water? I got some water
No,
here.
I have it here. Thank you. So the fifth U,
Okay.
maybe.
So how does it go again?
Because I don't know if that's
TF is the fa.
So
TF, yeah.
Is that an I?
Let's
That's
see.
like a weird character because it's like an I without the little point of the I.
Okay, so TF.
TFIFU.
Oh, I have no idea. IFU?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's a.
But it's space U. So the fifth U. TFIIFU. So they were saying hello.
I think that means something.
So maybe they can let us know.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're doing such a bad job at trying to
Give us the
do
safe.
the pronunciation.
Give us like the safe for work version of this.
Maybe we're doing such a bad job that they don't even know that we're talking to them.
No, we're just saying letters, so I'm pretty sure they know.
So when you were showing Emily's painting,
Yeah.
Nikki Brooks was saying wow. Robin Sita was saying gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Panacotic was saying, oh, I was just thinking of painting on playing cards.
There you
this
go.
week."
So now you have a good reference. You can ask her. You can write to her and ask her questions. I'm sure she's gonna be super happy to share her experience.
Van Sant.
Oh
de
la
Lanois
la, Van
was saying hello.
Sant.
Hello, Van Sant. How are you?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Que
Kiwi?
No. I don't know. I have like three languages in my brain, and I can't. I can't understand which is the one that I have to use.
Yeah, your neuron is like jumping
My one
around.
neuron.
Yeah.
I know. It's like, come on, we're painting. Don't do this to us.
Arkham Fadl Arts was saying her description for the painting says acrylic on plastic coated playing cards.
I know, but let me see if.
But it's originally plastic coated.
Let me
No,
see.
the cards are originally plastic coated.
Yeah. There's always a coating to cards.
So that can mean
no, and maybe they were saying like, why did you have no idea of what the painting was. No, yeah, I probably didn't read. Because and this is April 10th. This is over like almost a year and a half ago. Yeah, I just saw the painting and I wanted it. So, yeah, that's bad on me, but I got too excited. So it speaks about my excitement more than my it speaks about my excitement, my overexcitement, drowning my responsibility to read a description. So I apologize for that.
No,
But
but I
not
think they
really.
were just saying because you were
No, I was
asking if
apologizing to
maybe.
Emily, maybe.
Oh, okay, okay. Kat was saying, "Is that paper he's painting on? Does anyone knows? Thanks." And Liat said, "Kat, yeah. A
Oh, Liat,
page
take it away, Liat.
out of a moleskin notebook.
Very
Also,
nice.
he does not prime his paper anymore." And
Very
Kat
nice.
said, "Oh, okay, cool, thanks." Wow, seriously? How does he keep it from warping?
Oh, it doesn't. It in terms of warping, no, it doesn't warp. This is not really an issue actually, because it would warp, I guess, if I was using medium or if I was using a ton of solvent. If I was doing an acrylic paint, like the times that we've painted with acrylic, it does warp a little bit because all the fibers just suck in all that water from that initial moment of that initial wash when you're painting. But if you're going straight paint, you shouldn't really run with into any issues, to be honest.
So, Kakero
Who
was
is
saying
that?
hello, hello. ¿Cómo están, Dani Coco? Hello, chat. Happy Friday. Hello, Kakero. How are
Kake
you?
Rodriguez.
What are you up to today? Kakeito and Santi Aguito.
It's turning worse and worse.
Ay, no, ya no podemos ver.
¿Qué?
Margo Delgado dice, en el dibujo que tienes medio hecho, las letras D de las palabras desde y de forman como los ojos, o al menos eso veo yo. No, no, ya no se ve porque ya pintaste.
Ya murió Margo, murió.
Pues no, ya murió Margo. ¿Qué estás
No,
diciendo?
pues no, Margo creo que está con nosotros todavía en
Pero
este momento.
tenemos que mirar después.
Bueno,
A ver lo que dice Margo.
tonterías como siempre. Mentira.
Conan was saying, have you tried sizing shellac on paper?
Oh, we invite you, Conan, to
yesterday? No,
no.
the day before
Oh,
yesterday.
we invite you to watch Wednesday's video. Like, this is not a way to avoid
No, it's
answering
just
to your question.
shellac.
But I think we
came
did like
to
a
top.
really we attempted to answer that really well on Wednesday. So an invitation, Conan, to watch that video, subscribe, ring that bell, and if you like today's painting, you can purchase it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can ask any question you want here.
And if you purchase it, you could be like, oh, it didn't really need shellac. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, that would be the best way to answer.
It's the only way.
Yeah.
It's the only way, the foolproof way to know what happens to a painting when you don't shellac the paper. Buying it and wait, and you can wait and see.
And then you can enjoy the painting.
For as long as I'm going to say, this is a guarantee. I think you can enjoy this painting for as long as you live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guarantee that. Guarantee. And if it doesn't, but I have passed away, don't come after my children. Like, please don't bother Fer or Samu or Danny. She's younger than I am, so
No, don't say that.
Okay, she's older than I am.
No, don't say that. That you're gonna pass away.
Oh, before you, I think so.
You don't know anything.
We don't. You're right. You are absolutely right. We don't know, but we hope that life behaves the way.
I don't hope that you pass away.
No, but life behaves.
Do.
I was going to say that life gives us a chance, and it behaves the way it kind of naturally does, where you can grow old, and usually you die when you're very old. That's what usually happens, unless the cryogenics have gotten way, way much better in, let's say, 50 years. And they discover something that, that will enable you to freeze me and keep me, in your fridge.
No, because that would still not be you.
I mean,
That would be your body.
Until you can, thaw me, years later, and I'll come back to life as a very old person, which wouldn't be cool.
Oh, yes. So AHES
Okay, yes.
was no, sorry.
Oh, yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine.
No. You're just we're going to be together.
Like, we brought you back to life, and I'm like, yeah, but everything hurts. I'm old.
Can you imagine?
I'm very old.
No, I just don't want to imagine nothing.
No, go. I'm fine with this.
So, let's say you are
100
years older.
Oh, I don't
old.
want.
I want to think it that way. So
okay, but I don't want to be.
And I freeze you.
Yeah.
And then 17 years later or 40 years later, I can unfreeze you. And
okay, which one of those?
No, whatever.
I'm not 40 years older than you.
No, because I was gonna say, so maybe you could be, or my age, or maybe I would be older than you.
Oh, I don't want to date like an old lady. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say I would always want to date you, but okay.
Oh, I don't want to date an old lady. What is this?
No, but what I was trying to say is that it would be.
Oh my God!
Super
you fought me for this?
Weird. I mean, it would be. Everything would change.
I know. Be like, oh God. Is this what dating an old person feels like? Sign me out.
No, so I was going to say that AHES was saying, hey, Danny, be careful of the chat. There are some weird bots spamming in it.
Oh, Danny's so...
Yeah, I just blocked them.
Yeah.
They are always just popping out.
Yeah, we are
I always do like the thing you should do, which is report, then hide from channel, and then delete. So I always do that. But, I mean, they're bots. So they're a lot faster than I am. But thank you.
Yeah.
I always try to
come on, Callum, do
them.
something.
So when you were showing the underpaintings,
yep,
you're gonna put for sale.
Yes, the pack.
Yes.
The underpack.
The underpack?
I don't know. That's the bad
name. That sounds
yeah.
Weird.
I mean, we're brainstorming here.
We have to brainstorm a little bit more.
Yeah, I think so.
Serene CK was saying the transparency of underpainting is so beautiful. And Serene CK was saying hello, hello. So, hey, Serene. Tiago CG was sending thumbs up.
Okay.
Jeff Akoff was saying hola, Nico y Dani desde Holanda. Holanda, Jeff Akoff. Hola, Jeff. Gracias por acompañarnos.
Oof. Poor Jeff.
Vincent Lenoir.
Oh,
was
bonsoir,
saying,
Vincent. Bonsoir. Yeah.
Was
it's
saying,
not night yet.
Did you see that RVK is going to have an online workshop on painting from imagination?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't do this to me. No. I have to check it. Is it Art Digger? Vincent?
So, Panacotic was saying, I was lying in bed, but I think I'm going to move my butt and paint along while watching the stream.
There you go.
Awesome.
Nice. I mean, not everyone has to do that. If you want to stay in bed and just, listen to us just speaking nonsense, that's wonderful too.
Yeah, but if you want to use this as an excuse to work for a little bit, to paint for a little bit, or do whatever you want to do,
perfect.
You could do it. Or clean your house.
Oh my God, don't make them clean.
While you listen to us or cook, whatever you want.
Yeah.
We're going to be here, so. Robin. Robin was saying it's been a rough week, My dog had surgery.
Oh, are they okay
Are
though?
they okay? Yeah. I mean, if you're okay sharing with us, but we just hope that they're okay and that everything's okay now. Beliko Duric was saying,
Mm.
hello, guys.
Hey,
Hey,
Veliko.
Beliko, how are you? And Nikki Brooks,
Yeah.
remember Nikki was saying that they were gonna work out,
Yeah.
but then the stream appeared.
Yeah.
They said definitely the perfect excuse. Haha.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So Emery was saying, haha, it's actually pronounced Borg, like in Doctor Who. I don't know.
Oh, we don't watch Doctor Who. I feel ashamed.
Now I'm gonna Google that because
I always feel that I would really like Doctor Who, and I've never watched it. I have to be super, super honest.
but they were saying, but I love how you pronounce it. Thank you. I always do like a weird thing with names and words in general.
And things and
Uh,
life.
So no,
What's that?
no, I was trying to see how was the pronunciation of Borg, but I apparently there's not a video.
We would have to watch like a Doctor Who episode.
When I said apparently, I remember the apparently kid. Do you remember that?
Parent.
He was
Oh
so
yeah,
cute.
yeah, yeah.
Well, apparently, and
Yeah.
apparently.
In Ellen's show, was it?
Well,
No?
no. Then he went there.
Yeah, yeah. That's what. I
But
mean.
there they were doing like a news report
Yeah, yeah.
on something in a theme park, if I'm not mistaken. And they asked him, and he was like, "Well, apparently,
Cute kid. Kids are awesome.
apparently, yeah, he was the best." Liad was saying, "Toe talk. I
Oh.
regret my decision to be here. LOL."
Oh, you wouldn't have liked yesterday's stories then on my Instagram.
Beliko Duric was saying, "I love Little Astronaut." The one you
Yeah,
did.
it's gone. It looked like a mongoose. But
Darian Gallardo dice, hola a
Darian
todos.
Gallardo.
Darian, entonces sí le sirvió la campanita hoy. Qué chévere. Qué chévere que esté acá.
Sus regaños
Darian.
Aparentemente le sirvió de algo, ¿no?
Sí. Por fin, ¿no? ¿Sí ve que sí funciona?
Uy, salió.
¿Sí ve?
Se levantó todo amable, voy a saludar y sale regañado.
Sí, no, yo porque estoy suscrito a esta
Sí.
vaina.
Campanita out.
Robin, because Liat was saying, Robin, I hope your dog is doing better. And Robin was saying, Liat, thanks. Yes, he's fine, but he's supposed to be subdued and he's crazy. But I guess
Oh.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's always a good symptom.
Yeah, poor. You know, they'll never understand that they have to stay still, or they can't scratch themselves or bite themselves.
Yeah,
or,
but you could, that way you know
yeah.
that they're not feeling bad. I mean, they're
Yeah.
not like hurting. No?
Well, you know, they just don't get it. They just, you know, how can you explain to a dog that it has to stay still? Like, you know. So it is pretty it's pretty tough. I remember when we had a basset hound that was called Trapos. And dogs, you know, usually dogs die of cancer, of, you know, all sorts of cancer, which is very sad, but that's kind of like the ailment that really that's really present when they're older. And he had a bunch of tumors, Trapos, and they operated on him, and they sent him back still all like drugged up. So it was super, super difficult to try to, like, move him from the car. I remember, I mean, he was up, but it was really difficult to try to move him from the car to the house. And I don't know why they gave us the dog like that, to be honest. Like, he should have spent like a night over there, maybe. I think back then, just vet, like the veterinary clinics and vets were just like, okay, they're fine, they're dogs, like you can take them. Um, and he wasn't moving, and it was very, very hard to try to like get him to move. And I guess in hindsight, we could have just said, let's leave him in the back of the car for like hours there. Let's stay with him in the back of the car and let him go to sleep, and then he can come down. But we were trying to get him down, trying. He wouldn't. I remember we were trying to put like a cover on him and then trying to get him down, and that's what I tried in 1 second to do, and it was all fine. Like I tried to. Of course, I realized where he had like the surgery, so I was trying not to touch him anywhere near. But I'm guessing he got like super scared, or maybe I brushed up against like somewhere he had like the surgery. And this is my dog. Like, this was my dog. Like, he knew me since he was like a puppy. And he growled and bit me so hard. So hard. So, he was just not there, and they're probably super scared, and they probably don't understand anything that's going on. So, yeah, it's very, but I remember feeling like, I mean, I was younger, but I was probably in my teens. I was probably like 16 at the time, maybe. But even I felt bad. I felt bad first for him, but then I felt like, why does he not recognize me? Like, I was just trying to help. Like, he knows that we're trying to help, but it's hard for animals to understand that you're trying to help. So it's it's tough.
Caqueiro dice, todo bien trabajando y escuchándolos al tiempo. Santi y yo en las mismas, jeje, por eso no participo mucho, pero prefiero escucharlos a ustedes que las llamadas en mi trabajo. Esa Cacaíto. Yo no sé, Cacaíto, cómo hace multitasking de escuchar el video y atender llamadas.
Oye, tú sabes, yo sé que esto no es una opinión popular, pero yo creo que a mí, en otra vida, yo creo que a mí me gustaría como trabajar en un PBX, en un call center. A mí me gustaría.
¿PBX?
Sí, en PBX. PBX son como call centers.
Ujú.
Y me gustaría. O sea, tú me conoces, yo soy de los que, buenas, ¿cómo le va? Y si me contestan como, váyase a la... yo no quiero hablar con ustedes, como, bueno, gracias. O sea, yo creo que sería muy Ned Flanders yo trabajando ahí. Ahora, esa es mi visión así re romántica. Yo no sé qué pasa cuando uno tiene que hacer eso muchas horas al día durante muchos días.
Cacaíto dice, no tengo que atender llamadas, jaja, entonces no hay lío.
Ah, bueno,
Ah, bueno, yo sí decía, yo terminaría diciendo Coco en la llamada.
sí,
Como así, Coca, ay, qué
sí.
pena.
Sí, buenos días, aquí Caqueiro.
Arkham Fatal Arts was saying, not at all. It is that I relate to the warping comment. That it would warp if it was primed, which is true. Thanks for letting us know about her work. Great purchase. So
Oh,
regarding
yeah. Regarding Emily's work?
yes.
Oh, I mean, as soon as I saw it and Danny saw it too, we were like, oh my God, this is
Mm.
gorgeous. Way, way, way more beautiful than anything that you could ever glean from looking at a post.
Cacaito dice, sino que me toca escuchar a las de las personas que son de mi grupo. Ah, como monitorear.
Ah, uy, eso para mí sería, o sea, rápidamente se convertiría en ruido, como...
Pero monitorear, chévere, porque uno puede como
Sí,
poner atención, pero a la vez de pronto no tanta.
pero es como chismosear
Sí,
todo el tiempo, es chévere.
Nicolás.
Sí.
Maurice Robbins was saying, how did you develop this way of beginning a painting? It's sort of impressionistic, but with less doctrine. It's so natural.
Oh, less doctrine for sure describes me. Thank you. Although, I mean, sometimes I'm a little too, or I think about my painting manner as it being like very loose. And the truth is, it's, I mean, maybe it is, but it's not. I mean, I did go to art school. I had like three incredible painting teachers in David Soman, Max Ginsberg, and Steve Assel. And watching David do watercolors and gouache, and watching him even like oil paint. I remember he would let us sit in his watercolor class and paint, and he would be kind enough to like stop in our with our paint on our paintings, and then describe like super simple ways of approaching painting, and it was so helpful. David was such a generous teacher, amazing. Um, I remember when he saw me struggling with color, he suggested that I take his pastel class, and I did, and it was one of the most helpful things ever. All these classes were, by the way, painting from life, so there was always this exercise of learning how to see and how to translate into color choices, be it pastel or gouache or oil. But it was always based on painting from life. So there was structure to all of it. There was structure to David, who was very simple, very fundamental. Again, a wonderful person, wonderful teacher. There was a lot of structure to Max's, to the construction, with brushstrokes that Max would teach, and there was immense, amount of learning how to approach, the modeling of form with Steve Assel. So very different, all of them. And I don't know who I paint like. If I have to look at my painting, probably Max has had the biggest influence, but I'm not, because I am a brushy painter in the end, but I'm not, elegantly, as elegantly as I don't do my brushwork as elegantly as Max. That's what I was trying to say. But and then it's also been a journey in trying to understand painters that I admire, and throughout history, and how they can provide me with it's not about copying what they do, but it's about understanding why I like them, why I find them fascinating, and how that can incorporate into my own work. So it's just been a lot of like trial and error, and then just, I don't know, just keep painting and keep going, like trying to keep pushing that which I find like most interesting in paint. And it's almost like always making a painting that is always attempting to make a painting that is closer to what I wish, to the painter that I wish I was. So I know that it sounds kind of obvious, but in my mind, it's like a super simple thing, but it's a simple thing that works. It's like sometimes we're way too concerned about making a painting, and we forget that we should be striving to get closer to the painting, to the painter that we all want to be. So what does that painter look like? Like, what do those paintings look like? So instead of like trying to desperately solve a painting in the best way you can, you should kind of also try to solve it in the way that that you think in that future version of the artist that you want to be. So every time, get closer and closer and closer to the artist that you're striving to be. I know that I think that sounds just ridiculously simple, but in my mind, that makes a difference. Like, the painting should always say, this is how I want to paint. This exactly is how I want to paint. It should never be like, oh, you did this painting? Oh, yeah, but I was trying to, yeah, but, it doesn't really quite, describe the type of person that I am, or the things that I believe in, or, yeah, no, it was just a different thing that I did. Oh, how about this one? Oh, yeah, that doesn't quite describe what I wanted to do either. And what are you painting now? I'm doing some landscapes, but I'd much rather be painting some dogs. It's like, why aren't you painting dogs then? Like, always try to get close to the painter that you want.
So we have Julian Caprara. Dice,
Okay.
pues sí,
Oh.
que ok. Dice, esta
Oh.
persona me suena, ese uso
Mm.
me suena. Y una
Mm.
carita feliz con corazones.
Mm. Ya hicimos la intro, Julián.
Eh, Manu Martínez Puente dice, hola. Hola, Manu.
Hola, Martínez Puente.
Eh, Crispy
Cream
Singh
donuts.
was saying, yes, but yes, we won't come after you. We love your paintings.
What?
When you were saying that, don't come after your kids.
Oh, please. Yeah. It's
Um,
not their fault.
Gyu was saying, I'm watching while waiting for the bus. Just finished class.
Oh, no way. That's so cool. Have a good bus ride.
And how was the class,
And
Gyu?
what class was it?
And what class? Um,
Julián, vamos a ver qué, qué tan, qué tanto nos podemos acercar a NASA. Con mucho cariño igual.
uh,
Siempre desde el cariño.
Lo Lem was saying, Xing Xiao from Vietnam. So, hey, Lo Lem. I don't know if I'm just reading how I would read the username, but maybe you could let us know how is the more similar way to pronounce it, to do the pronunciation. Van Sant was saying, yes, it's the art digger. I would
Oh,
have
cool.
loved to join it, but it won't be possible. I can find a mic and a camera to do the interview of Gurney, though. I'll be in New York.
Oh, I'm gonna try to look into that to see if when is it, Van Sant? I mean, I'll look into it, but if you can help me right now to know the dates, that would be cool. Or Danny can if she has like a free second now.
Conan was saying, I saw some people using shellac on paper lately. Definitely, I'm gonna watch your Wednesday episode after this while I'm painting as well.
There's tons of ways to seal paper. Tons and tons of ways to seal paper. I think Steven Bauman does an acrylic, a transparent binder, an acrylic binder that's transparent. If you like how Steven works, he has a patron. He's super, super generous with his knowledge through his patron. So consider it. Consider it. Patron is kind of cool in the sense that, you know, you could just pay for a month and then download all the videos that they do that you have access to, and then just say, okay, goodbye. But that's not the point of Patreon. Like if you just want to take advantage of the platform, that's what you can do. And you know, let's not be kind of coy here. Like there are tons of ways that you can just download videos from platforms. So you could just take advantage, and if it's like a $5 gives you the right to watch all those videos. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could just, you know, in a day just put all those videos to download, and then you can just say, yeah, I'm super intelligent. In a month, I paid for a month, and now I have, you know, 40 videos that I can look at. So that's awesome. I think that that's not the point. Like, yes, there's so many ways nowadays to cheat the internet. There are so many ways. Part of the reason that we are making this available to everyone is because of that. Because here in Colombia, because people don't have, you know, this extra income that they can then use to pay for videos or buy books, or, you know, a lot of people that look for alternative ways of downloading all that stuff. And that's just that's a reality, period. So, you know, we one of the big reasons we wanted to make everything available was acknowledging that, you know, people that don't have the chance to buy things, they shouldn't really rely upon piracy or other ways to just get, you know, what they feel is like the good education that only people who can pay for that, content have access to. Just so you don't feel cheated. Like, oh, I wish I could do that, but only people that have money can get this, but I can't. So it means that because I don't have the money, I'm going to be a lesser artist, or I'm going to know less, or I'm going to be I'm not going to be part of this conversation. I can't be part of this conversation because I don't have the income to use to get this info. So we wanted it to be open for everyone. But the truth is, and that's what people that make super cool content are betting on, is that when you realize that they're putting so much of themselves and so much effort into the production of whatever they do, of everything that they do, they're hoping that you say, you know what, this has value, and I want to pay this person $10 a month. I think that what they are doing is worth so much more, but I feel that they deserve my $10 a month. And I think that that's super cool. And there's tons of people out there that certainly deserve that. There's no question in my mind that there are people that what they are doing for other people is worth so much more than that. But that's the way that people can acknowledge that, hey, you're working hard. Here you go. You have my subscription here. So I would say consider not only Steven, but if you have cool patrons that you follow, that you're subscribed to, consider being faithful to that. Because like I said, I think that we're probably heading towards a difficult moment in terms of economy. I think that's not a surprise to anyone. And artists are going to suffer. That's just the plain truth. Whenever the economy suffers, art suffers tremendously. One of the signs that an economy is like, booming is the fact that the art world is usually super, super healthy. So consider that. Consider that in tough times, if you have, a steady job, if you're capable to help other people out, promote their patrons, promote what they're doing, and back them. Maybe, yeah, sure, it's like $10 a month. So maybe it means that you don't get to, buy 2 coffees that you like on that weekend for that month. So maybe that's it, but consider doing it. And this is honestly our way of saying it makes a huge, huge difference. So yeah, I would recommend, the people that we admire are so many, but Stevens I would totally recommend. And I would recommend also, which is super, super interesting, because I think he has files with all of the Photoshop layers and like whips available, but it's one of the illustrators that I admire the most. I think he's one of the best, if not the best, fantasy illustrator right now. And it's I hope I'm saying, but it's Evan Amundsen. He was actually here in Colombia. A friend of ours brought him here for like a workshop. But Evan is just a beast. He's like a genius. He's one of those people that's like different. He's different than everyone else. And Evan has a patron. Let me see if it's still going. He's got a few books also. We have like his sketchbook, which is very, very cool. And I think we bought that one with a drawing. We bought the drawing version of that one. Patron. So let's see what Evan's patron costs. Oh, he has like the Norway. So 40 NOK. I don't know what 40 NOK is, but I'm pretty sure it's like 5, 10, or 15 or something like that. Yeah, 40 NOK can get you Discord. But 200 knock, let's see.
So
Voting.
40 knock.
Yeah, NOK to
40
US
knock
dollars.
is $4. $4.05.
Oh, okay. So just take a zero out. So $4 can get you, let's see. Voting polls, full Discord, sketches and updates, monthly wallpapers, early access to new art, and stream archive on YouTube. So that's awesome. $9 gets you all of that, plus high-res images, Photoshop files with named layers, narrated videos on YouTube, and Q&A videos. That's really cool. And $20, here we were like pimping other patrons, but I'm totally fine with that. $20 a month gets you clothing, so merch. That's it. Oh, that's it. Merch. Yeah. But that's amazing, I feel. Evan is, if you don't know Evan's work, prepare to be, your mind to be blown, because he works from his imagination. I mean, and he knows how to understand reference. But he's just, he's just too good. Too good. So anyways, I would totally say Stephen Bauman. I think Stephen is super, super responsible with his patron. And I would definitely, for people that are into illustration, definitely recommend Evan Amundsen's patron.
So just some random person.
Okay, don't call them that, Danny. I mean, they're all followers. They all deserve our respect. Come on.
Well, we don't know.
We know
they're
better.
Followers.
Come on. Yeah. Oh, you're right.
They are viewers.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Yeah.
We would be happy to know they were followers.
Yeah, we wouldn't call them just
a
random
fact.
random ass.
So just some random person said, "These people are talented, I swear."
There's so many people out there that are so crazy talented.
Camila Ogorman was saying hi. Ay, ya es NASA. Y corazoncitos.
Ya es él. Pues ahí va.
Y Julián dice sí y un corazón. Ya es NASA.
Toca despertarlo, Julián. Para que nos diga NASA si sí o no.
Si soy yo, no soy yo.
Me encantaría que se despertara, mirar así como entre las lagañas el video. No se parece a mí todavía, gracias. Vuelvo en media hora. Pónganse las pilas.
Sofía Centurión dice, ¿cuál es el Insta del artista de la obra que compraron? Ya, lo pongo acá.
Sophie, se llama...
Painting Elk.
Painting, sí. La cuenta se llama Painting Elk.
Listo.
Gracias, Daniel.
Que incluso es una persona que está mucho aquí.
Sí.
Nos acompaña mucho por aquí.
¿Aquí está como Painting Elk? No, ¿no es cierto? Está como
dice Emily Painting Elk.
Ah, listo. Entonces fácil.
A ver, sigamos con los saludos. Liad was saying, isn't the Borg from Star Trek?
Borg. I have to be honest. I'm not. I mean, I don't have anything against Star Trek, but I don't watch it that much. I remember I used to watch the TV show in the 90s, and I thought it was very cool. So the Picard, when Captain Picard was the captain, and then when the other dude with the beard was the captain, I remember that. I thought that was super cool. I remember that show would be in like on Sundays on TV, on Colombian television. And I thought it was like cool. It's like one of those shows that you're not doing anything and you just turn on the TV and it was there and it was like super cool. And I've watched the new movies and that's about it.
Beliko Duric was saying, I'm okay, going through some stuff and doing some painting for exam. Didn't sleep last night, but it will be better. How are you guys? We're good. I had a nightmare. I had a terrible nightmare yesterday.
Yeah.
The thing is that I woke up and I was so scared that I didn't like jump when I woke up. I just like opened my eyes and I was like, oh my God, I'm so terrified. Uh,
Was the old lady that weird?
yeah, because it was like it was kind of possessing me. And you
Oh,
allowed that by saying that you wanted to see her. So I was super afraid because I was just trying to tell you that I was seeing someone. And that
you're seeing someone.
I was seeing an
What?
old lady appear from nowhere,
Oh,
and I told you like, "Hey, I'm seeing like an old lady and she is saying that she knows you." And you're
okay.
like, "I can't see anything." And the old lady told me like, "He has to say that he consents to me being here so he can see me."
That's like letting a vampire in.
So I was like, "You have to say that you consent to her being here?"
Yeah.
And you were like, "I consent to her
Hey,
being
come on.
here." And you're like, "Oh, now I can see her." And
I
you
don't see
could only
anything wrong
see
with that.
no, but you could only see her,
Yeah.
but she was being different to me because turned into something like super terrifying.
Oh.
And then she wouldn't leave. And you were like, "No, but I don't see her anymore." And she was
Mm.
like, "You consent to me being here." So, like, she was going to be here all the time.
Oh, she's
But she was
okay.
like, "No, no, no, it was terrible." I mean, she was like a ghost figure.
Was she harming you in any way?
Kind of. Yeah, I remember.
How?
I remember she was scratching me in a
Oh.
moment, and I was telling you, and you were like, "I don't see anything." And I was like, "No, but it's really hurting." And you were like, "Danny, there's no one here." And I was like, "Yes, the lady you just saw is here, and she's like scratching me." And she was like, "You're gonna be stuck here because he's not seeing me anymore. But you both allowed me to be here."
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just terrifying.
I mean, I sound very cool for not even questioning the fact that you were like, oh my God, there's this old lady here but you need to summon her. And I
No,
was
and
like,
the weird
okay.
thing is that she told me
I
at the
actually
beginning
really
that
like myself for just not even questioning and just
that
going
she
with it.
was your great grand. ¿Cómo se dice?
My great grandmother.
Great grandmother.
Okay,
Yeah.
I never met my great grandmother. So
Yeah, but maybe that's why you said okay.
like none of
I
them. So
consent to you being here. I just want to know what's going on. But yeah.
wait, but was she my great grandmother?
No, I think she used that.
Because I'm thinking you're being a little disrespectful to my great grandmother.
No, because I think she
I don't want to
wasn't.
say it, but
Because no, because I
show
remember
respect. Show
you
some
were
respect.
you were seeing her and you were like, "Oh yeah, I see her, but I don't know her." But the thing is that she was using that to enter our house
Yeah.
and to enter like my space, my mind, and just like terrify me. It sounds
Can
dumb,
I say something
but
though?
I was super scared. Yeah.
How cool am I to like be totally fine with just, invoking her? And then she appeared and I was like, "Oh yeah, I could see her." Like was I so nonchalant about it?
Yeah.
My God, I'm so cool in your
But
dreams.
because you were not the main character there. So you were like, "Yeah, I
don't
see
care,
her."
but my cameo
And
is
then-
very cool. I don't
Uh,
know if I'm that cool in real life. Although I'd do anything to see a ghost. Anything.
No, please no.
Oh, anything.
Oh, and not that old lady. That's
What was I saying? Was it a certain I invoke you, or I
No,
let you
no,
in,
no.
I consent?
It was because it was weird because the dream was in Spanish,
Yeah?
but you had to say in English, "I consent to you being here."
I consent to you being here. I don't know why I'm doing my
No,
Kennedy
don't say
talk.
that because it was like
I
wanting to
consent.
possess me. So no, you consent
Mayor
to her
Quimby.
being part of you if you want, but
No. I wanted to scratch the hell out of you.
no, and it was hurting
Scratch
so
away,
bad.
Grandma.
And I was like telling you, and you were like, "No, nothing's happening," and I was like, "It's hurting so bad." Yeah. So.
But
yeah.
I love that I was incredulous there. But when somebody appeared from thin air, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's maybe that looks like
No, because
somebody
after
from my
that
family."
you said no, she left, and I was like, "No, she's here," and you were like, "No, because I can't see her," and I was like, "But I can see her." So yeah.
Danny, but let's be honest here. Was the problem the fact that there was, an old lady ghost scratching you? Or was the real problem the fact that I didn't I wasn't believing what you were saying. I didn't think
No,
about
the
you when I.
scratches, because it was hurting me.
I don't
And
know.
I
I
think
think there's
that
something like more deeply rooted here. I think there's
no,
a dissatisfaction
no,
with me
because
here.
I think that I was terrified of thinking there's something like there's something, someone, whatever, hurting me,
Yeah?
and no one can see that
Yeah,
something,
please don't call
just me.
something my grandmother, okay? My great grandma.
So just
Grams.
like I'm the only one seeing her
Yeah.
and seeing her hurt me.
Yeah.
And it was hurting so bad, but
Why
everyone
did
thought
my
I was
great grandmother
crazy.
have such a big issue with you?
Que no,
What
that
does
she was
she know that
using.
I don't know?
No, she was
Hmm.
using.
I think she's
the
here to
great
protect
grand-
me.
No, because again, you said no, I don't know her, and she
Well,
was like, well,
because
okay.
I never met even some of my grandparents.
No,
I obviously never met my
Nicolas.
great
No,
grandparents.
it's my dream. I know what happened. It was
Well,
like they were using this to fish your words so that they could stay.
so that they could
in
hurt
the-
you?
So that they could stay. They wanted like to
Yeah, but why
possess
didn't they hurt
me.
me?
No, I don't know, because they wanted, well, because it was my dream. So they were possessing me in my dream.
Okay, that's a little.
So,
Okay. I think you got what you deserved, honestly. In your dream, you're being a little full of yourself. Little full of yourself.
Sofía Centurión dice, creo que Stephen usa
What?
usa un papel que ya viene imprimado, preparado para óleo. Siempre habla en sus directos de la marca y dice que es muy bueno. Stonehenge Oil Paper de Legion Paper.
Sí, pero él le pone. Yo lo he visto como tensa el papel y le pone una resina. Le puedo preguntar, pero le pone una. Lo sella con algo. No sé qué sea, una resina, seguramente acrílica, pero no sé exactamente cuál es, pero estoy casi seguro que sí le aplica eso.
Manu was saying, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Qué gusto salir de mi despacho y escucharos.
Qué bueno,
Hola Manu,
gracias.
qué bueno tener a Manu por acá.
Tenerte a mano,
Tener a Manu.
a la
Nicolás.
mano.
No. Gabriel Iván HG dice, ¿cuándo pintas a Steven Gerrard?
Uy, Stevie.
The
The Sleep.
Legend.
Sí.
Em,
Lo que yo no tengo de pelo, lo tiene Gerard de pelo.
Pensé que ibas a decir de fútbol. Como lo que yo no tengo de futbolista.
No, pues como así. Lo tienen muchos que ni siquiera son futbolistas, yo creo.
Pero sí, pero pensé que ibas a ir por todo menos por el pelo.
No, el pelo siempre me ha impresionado. Tiene
¿Sí?
mucho pelo. O sea, viene la ceja y comienza el pelo. Es como, no hay espacio para fruncir el ceño. Ceja, pelo.
Dice,
¿Quién, Stevie?
Lapis Exley, So Shade, was saying,
Oh.
hello, how's everyone today? Hey, Shade. We are pretty good. Have a lot of energy today. I don't
Oh,
know why.
so my great grandmother didn't suck the energy out of you.
No,
No?
because it was just a dream.
I hope she shows up tonight.
Just
also.
a dream.
I
No,
hope she does.
never again.
Gams.
And then I had a dream. I told you that I was in my grandma's apartment.
Oh, a lot of grandmother dreaming
Yeah.
last night.
And I opened the window
Yeah?
to let some air in.
Yeah?
And then like a huge blue bird flew inside. And I was
Okay.
just terrified. And I just like closed the door.
Okay.
And I heard the bird like tumbling and like throwing everything. But I knew that the bird wasn't like hurting themselves.
Like a bluebird, like a blue jay, or what?
I don't know what bird was that. It was just like huge. It was like maybe 80 centimeters tall.
Okay.
So like huge.
I mean,
For
That's-
for a bird inside a bedroom?
yeah, they're gonna. That's gonna
No.
be messy.
I was
sure.
so afraid. And I don't know why after that I took a shower.
In your dream?
In my dream, yeah, I was taking a shower, but the
Okay.
bird was still trapped there.
In the shower with you?
No, in the bedroom.
Okay, so could you hear it like banging
Yeah,
against everything.
but then I didn't listen
Cool.
to anything, so I was like, oh my God. And I was just like running to try to, I don't know why the door was that far in the bathroom, but I was like running to try to close the door because I thought that the bird was gonna enter.
You could run inside a bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not her bathroom.
Yeah. No, because it was in my grandma's apartment, which, by the way, if you just like stretch your arm, you could close the door. But it was like super far away. Yeah, I don't know. Robin was
Yeah.
saying they took 2 tumors out. One really large, so
Yeah.
his underside is basically all stitches.
Yeah.
They did ¿cómo se dice? Suturas.
Sutures.
Sutures as well, but on day 2, he climbed past the stairs obstacle and went upstairs.
Yeah, I wish they could understand that they have to stay still.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it'll get better with, every day, every hour it gets better for them.
Yeah. And I know that they need to be still, but I still think that it's a good thing that they want to move, because that can let you know that they're feeling well, like they're not feeling as ill to not move around.
Yeah.
So Kakeiro dice, exacto, solo pongo atención cuando necesito, jaja. Y dice, Coco, sonaste como los adultos que hablan en Peanuts.
Ah, sí. A eso me refería. Esa siempre es la referencia.
La referencia. A ver, ¿qué dicen por acá? Emily Hughes was saying, hi everyone. Hi, Danny and Nicolas.
Hey.
I'm late, but so glad I caught the stream. Another amazing painting. Love how you have painted the lips so far.
Oh, enough time to ruin them, so don't worry.
Gil was saying, it was a drawing class. It was cool. New teacher, so I had to show him some of my drawing and paintings.
Oh, cool.
Sofía Centurión dice, está increíble, ya la seguí y me encantó.
Qué bueno.
Julián Caprara dice,
¿quién es Julián?
jaja, está despierto, se fue a trabajar, no sé si mostrárselo ya
No,
o que
después.
le llegue la sorpresa después.
No, después. Después, para que yo no me ponga tampoco mucha presión.
Me gustó el... tú.
Claro.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, hi everyone. Hey Marcelo, how are you? Gil was saying, Nicolas was like the apparently kid. Well, apparently we have a ghost here now. Yeah.
I know.
Well, apparently.
Honestly, so cool.
Apparently.
I sound so cool in your dreams.
Not cooler than the apparently kid.
No,
sorry.
but so
He's like
undisturbed by anything. Like what it, I'm a hero. I'm my own hero.
Mary S. Well, not mine.
No. I don't feel like apparently.
Well, apparently.
Apparently, I don't give a crap about you in your dreams. That's terrible.
No, because you were worried.
I've always told you, I've never really liked my version of the version of me in your dreams.
No, why?
Not a nice person. I've always noticed.
No, because you were trying to help me. No.
I've noticed. I think we have to, air things out right now.
I'm sorry, you're saying I notice and you don't know how you are in my dreams.
Well, I've heard your descriptions.
No, I always told you the nightmares, not the good dreams.
So I only appear in nightmares.
Not the good dreams in which you appear.
They're not many.
They are a lot.
They don't prompt like,
Nicolas.
oh my God, I should tell you what happened last night.
No. And because when you have a nightmare, that's when you want to tell what happened. Because you're just like so afraid of what happened.
Yeah. You know that I don't
what?
usually dream with people that I know. Like my dreams are always full of like super strange people. Like I can't remember you being in my dreams.
Thank you.
No, what is that? That doesn't mean anything.
Well, you're saying
what does that mean?
You are arguing that you are a terrible you in my dreams.
Yeah.
So, if you could start a fight with that.
What? It's not
Let
a
me
fight.
start a fight with you.
No,
No, no,
no.
no. But I mean, you've always told
Okay, let
me
me give
that.
you my argument. I have such a singular vision of you in life
Mhm.
that I don't need it to appear like you are just one in my life.
But it sounds kind of weird for me, but you are part of like 90% of my dreams. It's weird.
What?
Yeah, but you're
Oh
not
my
like
god.
a protagonist, but you're like there with me. Like something's happening, but you are with me.
Really?
Yeah?
I'm never with anyone.
Yeah?
That's so strange.
Hmm?
Very rarely I dream with like Samu or Fer. I think I dream more with Fer a little bit. And I think that when I dream with Fer, there's always something like my biggest trauma is something happening to them.
But you were saying that you don't dream with people you know.
No, no, no. I'm trying to think like who of the people that I know that are close to me, like, in terms of you, in terms of my family, people that I love, who are the people that show up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Samu not so much, but Fer symbolizes. I think Fer in my dream symbolizes like the fear, the just irrational fear that I have of something happening to them,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what if you want to destroy me, just tell me that something terrible is going to happen to my kids. That's just like the end of my life. But so that's kind of like the biggest risk of something bad happening is symbolized by her being there.
But I don't get it. You're trying to say that you dream that something's happening? Or that you're
That I
afraid
always
of
feel
something
like
happening?
I've never, if you
Or
ask me
what are
right
the
now, I don't
dreams?
think anything bad. Like, for example, I'll tell you this. Nothing bad has ever happened to me in a dream. Ever.
To you?
Never.
Oh, to me 1,000 times.
Like, for example, I'm afraid of drowning. When I dream about being underwater, I dream about being able to breathe underwater.
Yeah.
And it is the most, like, I can tell you right now, if dying, like, I don't believe in God or anything, but if dying means that I can be like this free energy and that I can feel what I feel in my dreams, which is like breathing underwater, I want that. Like, sign me up. Sign me up. I'm not afraid of dying.
Well,
'Cause
but
it's-
sign me up. Everyone's gonna die, so everyone's signed up.
Well, sign me up for that.
For
You're like, I'll get menu number 1, please, because that is one of the coolest things that I think my brain has ever experienced ever. It's just that feeling of thinking that I can breathe underwater. It's just incredible. But for example, if I fall if I'm doing like this enormous jump from like a building or something, I never feel like I'm going to fall to my death. Like I'm always like, I'll fall and then I'll just like grab onto like, I don't know, the side of the building and then jump off of it and then grab onto a tree.
So
and
what
then
are your nightmares about?
something, something bad happening to someone fair, maybe.
No, but your actual nightmares. Like
No.
the actual nightmares you've had. Because you were just saying
But
that
it's a
you
feeling.
never dreamed that
No,
something's
it's
gonna
a
happen.
feeling that they may be in trouble, or or that something may happen to them, but never happens.
No,
I
but I
never
don't get
see
it.
it.
So you're just like feeling that something's gonna happen?
Yeah, you have that
Okay, okay.
feeling that something is going to happen to them,
Mhm.
but it's never like, oh my god, this monster came out of a swamp and it's dragging Fed into the swamp. It's never that. Never, ever, ever, never. I just dream in like super cool like worlds. Like my world is kind of usually, maybe it looks like this world, maybe not, but it's never governed by rules of this world. Never. Like there's always something that you can do that you wouldn't be able to do. So my dreams are amazing. I actually think they're incredible. But I've never felt like that somebody in there is about to harm me. Like somebody in there is like, oh, there's a robber in here, or oh, somebody's gonna, somebody pulled out a gun on me, and
Oh, I've had terrible dreams.
yeah, you've told me about some of those, but I
I've
don't.
told you about the worst nightmare I had.
Yeah, the one with the window.
with the window.
You remember that you told me about looking down and you were seeing in a window. Your dreams have a lot to do with windows. Windows are usually that you're looking from your window to another window or from a room to another room, and you see somebody doing something terrible.
Yeah, but in that moment, I wasn't looking through the window, but I was like looking from the covers because we were trying to lay down steel because someone was gonna harm us, and I could listen how he was harming people of my family.
Oh,
was-
right. I remember that one.
I remember I woke up and it was weird because I was like, my eyes were crying,
Oh, that's terrible.
but I just like sat down
Yeah,
and I was so afraid. And I remember I didn't sleep more that night.
really.
It was maybe when I was, I don't know, but I remember I was living with my parents.
Yeah.
And the night after that, and maybe for, I don't know, like 4 nights,
You didn't want
I
to.
couldn't sleep.
Yeah, you don't want to go to.
No, it was terrible. And I felt like my heart was in pain.
Oh,
But
that's sad.
it was weird because I felt like I've lost part of my family, but I hadn't because it was in a dream.
Yeah.
But I remember that dream so vividly that it hurt.
Oh, wow.
It was not wow. It was
No,
the
wow.
worst
No.
thing
Wow as
ever.
in wow as in something that is only happening in your brain or in an alternate version of reality, whatever you choose to believe.
No, in my dreams only. I don't want that to be an alternate reality. Not that one specifically.
Well, we can't pick
no.
what's in the multiverse.
Yeah, but it's weird. I mean, I even remember that dream because I've never had a dream like that ever again. I mean, I have nightmares and I'm just like afraid and I wake up, but I've never had something like that. That was like, I don't know, nightmares in with asteroids. It was like the worst nightmare you could have.
Tough,
And it
tough.
was long because
Yeah?
also when you have nightmares or when I have nightmares, I wake up like as soon as something bad's happening. But
Oh, yeah.
this one was like a persecution.
Yeah?
No, it was terrible. I don't even want to remember it. It was ugh. Yeah. Camila Ogorman was saying, I'm a horrible person in my dreams and quite an idiot. I paralyze in stupid situations and I say / do horrible things I'd never do in real life.
What? Oh, you have like a demon inside of you. Oh, Gorman.
Wow.
Wow, I'd love to meet that version of Camila.
I'd like to meet that
I would love that. The evil Camila.
Emily Hughes was saying, LOL, dying, sign me up. Nicolas.
I know that's
quoting you.
I think that's quotable. Yeah.
Marcelo Peralta was asking, Danny, Nico, do you have recurring dreams? So you do have the one that you can breathe in water.
I've had that one. I haven't had it in a while, which is so sad. Like, I miss it. So if my dreams are listening to me right now, I miss you, dream. Like, I wish I could, feel that again. Because I love the feeling of that. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I do have one that
Yeah.
we've talked about. I mean, I even did the sculpture about it. And it's that I'm like in a room. And I don't know how to explain this, but it's like all white. And the air, and because it's not a room full of things, but it's like the nothingness in the room begins to expand and it just like encloses me until I can't breathe and then I wake up. So that's a dream I have. And that's a sculpture I did for the visual correspondence.
Yeah.
I want to know crazy dreams or like recurrent dreams that people have. If maybe they want to share them with us, that would be cool.
I have that one. I think I've talked about the one that I'm going through like very, very tight spaces. But I always find myself, let me see if I can draw this like here. Like I'm always running from something. I always run from stuff, but I never know what I'm running from.
But you're afraid?
Well, I always feel I have to like run or get away from, but I don't know what I'm getting away from. So I usually just interpret it as, stresses of life, and you're trying to like, handle that, and you're trying to solve stuff in your brain, and it's just but I always but I remember being like one dream I had in a super weird house, and I would have to find like secret passageways to like get away. And I was getting away, and they got tighter and tighter and tighter. But let's say I'm here. This is me. Like I'm on all my fours here, like going through this little passageway.
Es que no se ve por la mano.
Okay, sorry. So I'm here, and then I get myself into like this little hole, and then I have to go through something like this. And I remembered like being stuck here, because you have to like go through and then bend again. And I remember that feeling of just being stuck in this place where you're just bending and bending, and you have to try to get out, and it's super, super tough to get out. But I remember reading once that is like trauma from childbirth, getting through like super tight places like that, which I have no idea how brain works. So maybe that's stored somewhere. I don't know. Nobody knows, honestly. Nobody knows. So maybe some of that is like that little trauma is stuck somewhere in a brain, and you just access it like that. I have had dreams of elevators, going up and down elevators. And the elevator usually stops or doesn't stop in the floor that I want to get out of. And then I have to find other stairs. I've dreamt of stairs a million times.
You remind me of a dream I had,
Yeah?
which was super cool. Because the theory that if you jump when an elevator is falling,
Yeah.
in the exact moment it hits,
Yeah, that's
you're
not true.
gonna survive?
No, that can't be true.
I
Yeah.
remember I had that dream and I did it.
Oh, you survived.
But it wasn't like something bad happened and then I jumped. But it was like it was a cool thing. Like I was flexing that I could do that.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I just remember that. So
by the way, that doesn't work. So don't. I mean, if you're falling down an elevator,
you might as well try to jump.
Yeah, and if it doesn't have one of those things that's because they do have now, newer elevators have like they do brake before they crash down. But if it's gonna crash down, I mean you're gonna get crushed, to be honest. Physics says you're gonna get crushed.
Crush.
But give it a try. I mean, if it's last thing that you can try is that, then just give it a try, I guess. But yeah, I don't think that works.
So Panacotic was saying, I always dream I'm in empty airports or malls.
Wow.
Or just like going places. I have a friend who always dream she gets chased by monsters or crushed by trains or other horrible things. It's interesting how different it is for different people, but within one person there are patterns. And Emily Hughes said, oh wow, Panacotic, I have the same airport/mall dreams often. No, often I'm trying to hide from someone. I also have dreams where my teeth are falling out or crumbling apart.
That one's like legend. That one's like is primeval. The teeth falling out one.
I think I've never.
No, but if you ask my mother, that's like a dream that has been dreamt forever.
Mary S. was saying, if you can get yourself lucid, know that you're dreaming while you're dreaming. It really helps transform the fearful dream experiences into beautiful ones. So I have to say, a lot of times I know that I'm dreaming while I'm dreaming, but I can't turn it around. Because that happens
worse.
Like, yeah.
Knowing that you're dreaming, but you have no control over it.
Yeah, it's like I'm dreaming, I have to wake up, and I can't.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
Because I'm trying to remember, and I think that happened yesterday. That I realized it was a dream. So I was like, no, I'm dreaming. I have to wake up. But I kept seeing angry old lady. Because she was like moving slowly towards me. It
Oh,
just
beat
like
the crap out of
staring
my
at me.
grandmother. Come on. Grab a bat.
Yeah, but I think it happens to me a lot that I know that I'm dreaming. Even if I'm having a cool dream, I'm like, yes. And then I'm like, oh, it's a dream.
Oh, but
Never
that should
mind.
be
I
like
mean,
so empowering.
that's cool.
Yeah, that should be like, oh my God, it's my dream. I
But-
could do whatever the hell I want.
No,
Yes.
but the thing is that I can't do the actions I want to, but
Why
I just know
not?
that I am in a dream.
Oh, but that's the most terrible power ever. You are so, you're cursed with having just terrible powers, terrible superpowers.
Thank you. For nothing, as always. So Anam was saying, I have one underwater where I seem to lose everyone I love and then literally get quote unquote the idea that I'm about to die too, but don't really know what happens next. It happens pretty often.
Oh,
So that's a nightmare.
yeah. It's like the last one to go.
Marcelo Peralta said, in my recurring dream, I wake up late for school or work and a million things go wrong as I try to get there. And when I finally arrive, I realize that I'm naked.
Yeah, that one's like, again, that is a dream that many, many people have.
Feeling that they're late to something and then being naked? No.
Oh, to
Maybe the
school?
naked part.
Feeling like you're late for school? Oh my God, so many people have that dream. Or
think
like the
it's-
bus, the bus left without you for school.
But I think that's very interesting because, I mean, why would you keep dreaming with school?
Imagine how much
So many
school
years
traumatized
after.
us, or how much, like in my case, how much my mother would traumatize us to hurry up so that the bus wouldn't leave without us. Because I don't know if this is common anywhere else, but the school bus here can leave without you. If you're not there in your paradero,
In your,
in your bus stop,
yeah.
if you're not there, and usually our bus stops can be blocks away.
Not now.
Can be. Oh,
Not
yeah.
now.
Samu would be, of course. My school. Oh,
Well, but-
100%.
Oh, yeah, but Sam has another.
Yeah. But if he took the bus that I took, like he would have to walk, 4 blocks to his bus stop.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like in front of your house or anything like that. So
But
I told you.
what were you going with that?
Well, that was it. But anyways, thank you.
No,
No.
I told you.
That imagine how traumatized we are from that we are holding on to those things being, when we're adults.
But for me, it's weird because I don't have any nightmare of something I think that has traumatized me. Like I always have nightmares of things I've never experienced,
Yeah.
but I just feel them. Like I feel in that moment as if they were so real. So
Oh, yeah.
real.
I think that's one of the coolest parts about dreams, the fact that
Well, cool if it's not a nightmare.
no, but the fact that you can feel I felt something burning me, and I could have, I could swear that I could feel the thing burning me, or like intense cold or something. It's amazing how your brain works. It's just
Yes, but again, I go back to that terrible dream, like nightmare I had. And it was weird because I was feeling grief.
yeah.
when I
that
was
one's
awake.
Like, yeah.
Like I was, and I remember I was like hugging my mom, my dad, and they were like, everything's okay. It's okay. Do you want something for breakfast? But I kept feeling as if they were not there anymore.
Mm,
I mean, I knew they were there,
yeah.
but it's like I felt how it would be losing them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it was terrible. And I remember I was so sad. Like those days were like super hard for me. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Danny, you look so bad. What happened?
Terrible dream.
I lost my family in my dreams. I'm sorry.
No, and I know it sounds dumb.
No,
And it
no,
was
no.
like I remember in that moment I was like, I can't be this dumb. I mean, it's just a dream. But I still felt like that, like the thing you feel
No, but
in
it's
your throat and in your heart
yeah, but
when
it
something's
speaks
hurting.
about something that genuinely, you know, hurts you.
Yeah.
The idea of losing people that you love is something. I mean, I could tell you right now,
Mhm.
you are very afraid of that.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that's what it speaks to. It doesn't speak to the fact that you're mourning for somebody in your dreams. No, you're mourning about the idea of how painful it is to think about losing people that you love.
Mhm. Um I'm just reporting some spam. So, let's see.
I had that one. Do you remember that? I think we talked about this. The one that I told you that I broke my toe when I was little,
Mhm.
and my dad and this is when I was about, I don't know, I must have been maybe 10, something like that. 10. Yeah, probably 10 or 9, 9 or 10. Or yeah, around. And my dad took my new shoes and he cut off like the the part of the shoe, the front part
Yeah,
of
I
the
remember
shoe.
that.
He cut it off. He didn't ask me. He didn't. I'm sure he didn't ask my mother. And just so that I wouldn't feel pressure on my toe, on my broken toe, he just took scissors to my shoes, to
Instead
one
of
of my shoes,
Yeah, instead of letting you use a sandal or
or like a
something.
sandal or
Yeah.
something that would have been like, oh, you broke your toe, and he's got to wear this weird shoe, and that's totally fine. No, no, no. He was like, no, you're gonna be a kid with like this shoe that has
A
no top
window.
part. And that is like, if I had to describe my dad with one thing, that is my dad. And my dad would have like an idea in his brain and he would be like, this makes sense. Like he needs to have like no pressure in his toe, on his toe.
Mhm.
So let's ruin a totally fine shoe
And make him wear it.
and make him wear it, make him go to school with this. So
Uh,
here I am, like a fat little kid that, super shy, and I'm struggling because all I want is for nobody to see my shoe. Nobody. Because I know that I would have gotten bullied. Like, it would have been like insane bullying in my school. So I remember just going to school every day and just like, when I sat down, I would hide my foot under, like, I would cross my feet.
mhm.
So I would hide my foot behind the other foot, um, hoping that nobody would see me. Here's the cool part and the very sad part. Nobody ever noticed that that was happening with my shoe, and I had like white sneakers, so I would wear white socks. So at the very quick glance, you would never notice that
Mhm.
that was what was happening. But it's also very sad because nobody noticed. Like, it is one of those moments that I was very happy to be invisible. Like, nobody would notice me. Nobody cared about me. I didn't have many friends when I was little. So nobody noticed me. And I was like, this is amazing. I mean, it's very sad. It's very depressing, but it's amazing. But the recurrent dream that I have is that I remember having to go to my bus stop, and the bus would pick us up super early, so there was still rocio. How do you call that
Like
on grass? I don't know what you
spring,
call it on grass.
spring,
Yeah, but
spring.
the grass was. I don't. I don't know. I don't know.
I think so,
I
but
actually don't know. But the grass was wet. You know how grass gets wet in the mornings, so the grass would be wet, and because of the wet grass, my sock that I was like, out there because I had half a shoe, my sock would get super wet. So my foot would get really wet when I would have to cross all this grass to get to my bus stop. So I've had that feeling in my dream of thinking that I have to go to school, or like I imagine myself really little again, and going through grass and feeling my socks getting wet from the grass. So I think that's amazing. Again, a little depressing. So send money. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
So they were saying it's called morning dew.
Morning dew. Dew.
Yeah.
I forgot the word.
Panacotic was saying, yeah, I've had these weird body dreams in the past. Not the teeth ones, but stuff like I'm shaving, but then there's a big hair and I try to pull it out and it keeps getting longer or grows.
What?
Stuff like that.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
I want to see. I would pay to see other people's dreams.
Yeah.
Oh, I
that
would love
be,
that.
Yeah. If that could be a thing. I mean, if you could buy like some glasses or whatever to see your own or someone else's dream.
Oh, I would love Dream Flicks.
Dream Flicks. Yeah,
Like a subscription.
I would pay. I mean, and this is saying a lot. I would pay 5 times more than I pay for Netflix for that.
Yeah, but I would be like, oof. Danny's family, I think they suffered last night.
No.
It's not a good
You
dream.
wouldn't see that one.
Well, you don't get to choose what I get to see. That's the thing. That's the tough part.
You could see that.
That's the black.
I wouldn't
That's
choose
the
to see that. I would choose
that's
to
the
see the
Black
very
Mirror
cool.
thing. Yeah.
I would just see very cool dreams.
Oh, you just want the nice ones.
Yeah.
Curated ones.
Yeah.
So we need Dream Flicks to be curated then for you.
No, it's just. I mean, Dream Flicks would be like Netflix, so you could choose what you want to see.
Yeah.
So I could see Nightmare, blah blah blah. No, I'm not gonna see that. Thank you.
Wouldn't you be like from a stranger so that it doesn't feel too weird? You know, because it would be weird. I would never want to see, even in dreams, like anyone from your family like getting hurt or suffering. So, but if they're strangers, like they're strangers.
Because it kind of would feel like a movie.
Right.
I mean,
right.
you wouldn't.
You have no attachment to
that
these people.
to real people because you know it's not something that really happened.
So you're like, oh,
So
Uncle
you could be
Tom
more-
seems nice, but
So
you know,
you
I
could
don't
be
know
more
Uncle
open
Tom.
to seeing their dreams, even
Right.
if something terrible happened. Because, I mean, you know that in real life they're okay. So,
Yeah. So strangers' nightmares. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Priyatan was saying, they say what happened in your dream is opposite in reality.
Opposite in reality.
So,
I mean, I would drown if I can't breathe underwater, so that's for sure.
so the bluebird
Would be an orange bird?
would be escaping from my bedroom, not entering the bedroom.
Yeah.
I would be the old lady
Your
scratching
family
someone
lives
else.
forever?
I would be happy with that. Emily Hughes was saying, anyone ever dream that they wake up but it's still a dream?
I haven't had that one, if I have to be honest.
I think I'm trying to remember. I don't know why I feel I had a dream where I was going to bed and waking up and going to bed and waking up. But like it's not that I wanted the dream to end and I like wake up and I was still inside the dream. No. It was like that was the action happening in my dream. Like I was just sleeping and getting up and sleeping and getting up. And if I'm not misremembering, that happened when I was in art school. And I was like frenetic in my dream trying to have everything ready for finals.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. Nicolas Mijarovich was saying, a few times I had a dream I was flying, the best feeling ever. The worst feeling while sleeping, however, is sleep paralysis.
Yeah, I've never felt that.
Sleep paralysis? I don't think I've had that.
That you can't move.
No.
No, I haven't had that either.
I would be terrified.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cool.
No. So Panacotic was saying, sometimes I have these dreams where I have a stressful task to do or something, Then I realize it's a dream, but I'm like, okay, but I still gotta do this task. This changes nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, when I say I realize it's a dream, it's like, oh, it's a dream, but I continue in the action I'm doing also.
Oh, I
It's
know.
not
What a
like, oh, it's a dream. Let's just like stay here,
call a
standing.
dragon.
Yeah. Or just like, don't do anything and let time pass. No, I can't. I'm like, oh, it's a dream, but I'm still riding this motorcycle through the
Yeah.
Atlantic Ocean. So
I would love like boring ass dreams. Could you imagine? Like that has to be so cool.
Camila O'Gorman was saying, I lose my teeth very frequently. It's a classic.
Yeah, that one's what a strange thing. That we were programmed. That one is like a Matrix thing, I feel.
Luis Gabriel Lotero dice, solía y suelo tener sueños similares a Nicolás. En mi caso soñaba con mi gato que sufría o estaba herido o muriendo. Bueno, ya el gato murió no hace mucho. No creo que fueran premonitorios los sueños, más bien el temor mío a perderlo. Sí, 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 sí. Sí, a mí, yo creo que también, o sea, mis pesadillas, las que son de personas que quiero, es pues por el miedo a perderlos. También cuando tengo una pesadilla de que algo le pasa a Nicolás y lo levanto y yo soy como,
Lo levantó a patadas.
¿estás bien? Te amo. Y él es como, deja de dormir, deja de dormir. Y yo lo tengo como que abrazar o espichar ahí.
Esa es mi pesadilla.
Y después tú al día siguiente, uy, tuve una pesadilla que tú me abrazabas toda la noche.
Que asfixie. Uf,
Um,
dame espacio.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, last time I dreamed with the university I attended 18 years ago. I guess I'm still scared of my teachers. Haha. The same with school dreams. Like feeling that something's happening, like that you're in school and something's happening.
Yeah.
Have you dreamed with your school?
A little bit, but not
But I want
not
to...
like I'm back in school. No.
No. But I want to ask this: when you dream
Yeah.
of you being in your school, are you as a kid, or are you as an adult, like as you are nowadays?
I
Because
don't
I always
remember.
dream of me being nowadays. So it would
I
be
don't know.
weird, like
Yeah,
you
I
attending
don't know how to
school.
answer that because I don't know if I ever have a notion of how old or young I am in a dream. I just always feel like it's me, but I never really know how old. Like I mean, it's third person. It's first person, right? Dreams. So, do you ever see yourself in a dream? Like out of body, like weird?
Well, out of body, like seeing me sleeping, no. But
No,
I've
or
seen
seeing
me.
like, oh, that's me. Like you're looking at a dream
You
of
know
you
what happened?
with you as a
What
protagonist.
sometimes happens, which
What's
is
that?
weird, that I think it happened, for example, when I was saying that I was dreaming that I was like sleeping and then waking up and sleeping and waking up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I dream as in a movie format because I see the things, but then like things can speed up. And when they speed up, it's like I'm looking from elsewhere to me doing that action.
Oh.
So, for example, I sleep, I wake up, but I could see that as me sleeping in a bed and then waking up.
So it is kind of out of body.
Kind of, but it's, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like all the dreams like that.
Mm.
But it's like,
mine, I would say the majority, if not all of mine, are like first person.
mm-hmm.
So I'm going through those things always. Like I don't think I've ever seen myself outside. Like, oh, that's me.
Yeah,
No, I don't think I've ever.
I have. I don't know. I mean, I dream with the notion of seeing me, but I don't know how that translates in the actual dream. You know, because I don't know how I could. I haven't experienced seeing me
Yeah.
doing something, so I don't know how that is. So maybe my dream is just like filling that space with information that would make me think that I'm seeing myself. I don't know if that sounds like overcomplicated.
Have you spoken other languages in your dreams?
No.
I have. Fluently. Like fluently.
The sponge.
Yeah, but it's
Urine sponge. No, urine
urine
sponge.
sponge? That's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have spoken and understood other languages in my dreams.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah,
No,
it's so
me
strange.
never. That would be cool. Anam was saying, yep, the never-ending fear of school buses feels universal. So sad we should be dealing with this years after school's over.
Yeah, school is traumatizing.
Luis Gabriel Lotero dice, ese sueño del ascensor también lo he tenido bastante y también trato de saltar y siento la gravedad cero, pero al momento del crash despierto siempre. Sí, no, yo al momento del crash saltaba y yo me acuerdo que era como... "Uf". Y la gente era como, ¿qué? ¿Cómo haces? Y yo, ay, esperen otra vez.
¿Cuál gente?
Sí que había
¿La demás
gente.
gente en el ascensor?
No, es que yo estaba como tratando de hacer flexing, entonces lo chistoso es que yo caía y es como si la gente me estuviera viendo dónde aterrizaba el ascensor. Como que ellos podían ver lo que yo estaba haciendo.
Tenías audiencia.
Espectador. Sí, por eso te digo que yo estaba flexing. O
Pues
sea,
sí,
yo
pero-
estaba, era como, ay, busquemos otro edificio, otro ascensor y les muestro.
No sabía si era como la sensación de flexing, de dárselas uno, o que
No,
realmente era
literal,
una
yo le
audiencia.
estaba flexing a la gente.
Mm.
Cavus Kes was saying, I think it's normal not to remember dreams too. I don't remember any of my dream. You guys are very specific. I think I do remember a lot of my dreams.
Oh, me
I
too.
have to say that, yeah. I mean, of course, not every night. Wake up remembering the dream I just had,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go to sleep,
Yeah.
and I kind of forget it, but in the morning I'm like, oh, this happened. But I always remember like that part of the night, not usually the second part of the dreams I have. So
Yeah, that's why people that like kind of investigating their dreams, they write them down like as soon as they wake up, that little moment.
oh, but I couldn't do that. I went to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't like wake up and be like, now I have to document this. No, I went to sleep. That would be cool. That would be super cool to have like a dream diary.
Yeah.
But no. Maybe I could do like a voice note. Could you imagine that? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine. I
There
can
was a
totally imagine you
grandma.
doing it. I mean, just like, oh my
Uh.
God, she's grumbling a dream over there.
Julian Cabrera was saying, my nightmares feel real, and I tend to feel physical pain when I wake up. I guess I relate my sore body, neck pain, because a bad position, with what I'm dreaming. It happens often. I don't know if I've... Because it was... I mean, I'm trying to compare that with yesterday's dream. And I knew that she was hurting me. But
You
it's
know-
not like I could feel that she was hurting me. You know?
You
It's
know,
like-
I had my nails were getting longer.
Maybe you
So-
were scratching me last night.
I mean, there
And I
would
was
be
like,
evidence.
no, old lady.
There
Don't
would be, yeah.
possess me. Go
Yeah,
away.
this has to be either a huge blue bird attacking me or an old lady ghost. Because no human being can have like nails this long. But you were nice and you did my nails this morning. So
Yeah. I love cutting your nails.
I don't like it.
At the
but-
beginning you were... Yeah, but at the beginning you didn't even let me.
No, I feel weird.
No, I think it's cool.
I don't
I like
like,
to do that.
I don't like people kind of like
Pampering you?
yeah, I don't like that. I hate massages. Hate them. I don't like
No,
other
but I
people
don't
like
give you massages.
oh no, you
It's
know
just-
better. You know, if you don't want my great grandmother to show up and scratch your ass, you better not. give
My
me a massage.
ass.
Well, I don't know. My grandfather, like my grandmother's.
My grandfather.
My grandfather is
What
freaky.
are you doing?
I don't know.
Nicolas?
I don't know. I mean, you could. The whole family could be showing up, so be careful.
So let me just block all this.
Oh, we have a lot
spam.
today then.
Yeah. We're usually getting a lot of spam, but the bad thing is, I mean, I could, and I always do hide the users from the channel,
Yeah, but
but they're bots.
they're automated, so
So,
that does
yeah,
nothing.
exactly.
It does nothing.
So let's see more comments. Mm. So Emily Hughes was saying, I dream I'm in high school and have assignments due.
Oh God.
I'm always trying to explain to them that I'm an adult that has graduated from university. They never believe me.
Listen. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm going
Lady.
through menopause right now.
Yeah.
I should not be here.
Panacotic was saying, as artists, we have this privileged position where if we want, we can actually illustrate what we see in our dreams or make comics about it or something. I should do that.
Oh, mine would be so strange. I mean, my whole painting would change.
But you know that what's also something that happens to me, and I don't know if you could say the same for you, but I think you can, because you were kind of saying that with someone Fair's dream. But sometimes I can remember like what happened and the sentiment, but I can't like actually visualize what happened. Sometimes I can, like yesterday's nightmare. But some other times I know what I felt and I know like the action that was happening.
Yeah.
But I can't like place it as a visual memory.
Yeah,
So.
for sure.
Emery Borg.
So
not Emery Borg. Now I don't know if it's Emery.
Well,
is it?
I think that one's.
It could be Emery.
Oh God! Now you went.
Emery Borg.
Oh Jesus!
So Emery
now
Borg
you sound like a robot. Yeah.
Was saying, by the way, I noticed this weird thing.
What's
when
that?
I read comics, I have very vivid dreams.
Oh, nice. Keep reading then.
Wow. Yeah, because you kind of can. I mean, you could do that as a routine whenever you want to.
Emery,
have a vivid dream.
send me a suggestion of a comic book that I should be reading.
For having a vivid dream, Nicolas?
Well, maybe I want some of that.
Resident Evil 4 Modo HD 207 Remake Originals Games Play was saying, buena tarde.
Nuestro amigo
¿Cómo
venezolano.
estás? Saludo. Muy bien. Muchas gracias. ¿Cómo está Resident Evil 4 Modo HD 2007 Remake Original, dice. Original Games Play.
Sí, tenemos que hablar de ese username. O sea, no, ya hemos preguntado, pero...
Sí, ya lo preguntaste.
Pero el deseo de mantenerlo es curioso.
Mary S. was saying, yes, they're called false awakenings. Sorry, I'm a dream nerd.
Oh, no.
What are false awakenings?
When you think that you woke up, but you still... Tell us something cool about dreams that we may not know.
Please.
Emily, was it?
It was Mary.
Mary, tell
Please
us something cool.
In dreams, the logic of a dreams.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that?
Please.
Yeah, you can make up for Callum's facts, which are super lame nowadays.
Anam was saying, isn't a sleep paralysis just being unable to wake up out of a nightmare when you want to? That sounds like what Danny described earlier with her dreams. No, I think, well, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that sleep paralysis is when you can't move. Like, you are awake, but you can't move. So it's like your body is still in dream mode, but you're like conscious of everything that's happening. So you could see your room, you could see whatever, but you can't move. Let's check. But I think...
Oh, we can let Mary tell us.
So let me just check the sleep paralysis. It says, sleep paralysis is a feeling of being conscious but unable to move. It occurs when a person passes between stages of wakefulness and sleep. During these transitions, you may be unable to move or speak for a few seconds up to a few minutes.
Oof.
Scary.
Yeah, tough.
Crazy scary, yeah.
I've never felt that, I have to say.
Emery Borg was saying maybe it has to do with it being visual and verbal experience at the same time, and it stimulates different parts of your brain. I don't know. Mary S was saying NM sleep paralysis is when you wake up in REM, so your or REM, so your body is paralyzed. You're awake but can't move, and you're also still dreaming, but with your eyes open. LOL.
Oof.
Margo Delgado dice, mi madre murió hace más de 20 años y aunque sigo soñando con ella, ya no habla. Supongo que porque no he podido ver imágenes en videos suyas y no he vuelto a oír su voz. Pero Margo, mira que yo he escuchado de eso. Yo he escuchado como, como que uno pierde la memoria auditiva. Y creo que eso se manifestaba en sueños. Ay, si no estoy mal, alguien hizo un trabajo relacionado a eso en mi universidad, como un trabajo de arte relacionado a eso. Me acuerdo que fue muy interesante como decían que normalmente cuando la gente sueña o cuando la gente recuerda a una persona que falleció, es difícil como que puedan reconocer la voz, o pues no reconocer, perdón, recordar la voz. Pero sí, me acordé de eso. Marcelo Peralta was saying, best dream I ever had was cartoon. Everything was like a 2D animation. The world, people, me. When I woke up, I feel so happy for having such a dream. I stayed in bed rewatching it in my head.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's super cool. I thought you were going to say, when I woke up, I was just so disappointed that I was not a cartoon.
That I was in 3D.
And everything was like real life, yeah. Panacotic was saying, if you write them down, you start remembering them more. You start remembering them more too. Kijari was saying, hello, Danny and Nico. Hey, Kijari. They were saying, I'm always trying to catch your lives, but due to my crazy schedule, I'm only able to watch them the day after, except now that I'm on partial holidays, so I will be able to join.
Awesome.
Thanks for making these videos and creating this community. Oh, that's so nice. We're happy to have you here, Kijari. Luis Gabriel Lotero dice, con el madrugar para ir al colegio también he soñado más o menos frecuentemente, jaja. Marcelo Peralta said, I thought about drawing that dream, but the funny thing is I couldn't really recall details. I just had this loose feeling about them.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. So what I was describing of like knowing how you felt and knowing what happened, but you can't get into details. Isn't it sometimes frustrating to you, Nicolas?
Yeah.
Because it happens to me. Like, I'm like, oh, I just remember the dream, but I try to word it out and I can't.
Yeah.
It's like my brain is remembering, but it's not remembering in something that I can word out.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
But I always feel I have that feeling, and I always feel that almost like what you were saying, that the brain remembers how it feels. The brain is also trying to explain to you how it felt.
Mm-hmm.
And I always trust that. I always choose to trust that that's what my brain is telling me. It's
but the weird thing is that sometimes it's like you know how you felt, but it's like you don't have a word for that feeling. So it's like your brain was feeling things that you can't, like you don't have the words in the language to explain what you were feeling.
That wouldn't be my problem because I can speak many languages in my dreams.
In any language. Nicolas. Marcelo Peralta. No, I already read that. Mary S. Said Danny already knows. LOL. I wrote that before Danny responded about sleep paralysis. Yeah, so I was good.
Danny
Uh,
flexing.
but I want to know more things. Drop one
Like a fun
thing.
fact.
Yeah, fun fact. I just lost the word. Drop.
Yeah, you were
What was
dreaming.
it? Drop the a cool fun fact that we don't know about dreams, please. Just I'm super into the conversation. I think it's cool knowing someone else's dreams. Nicolas Mijarevic was saying, yeah, that's what happened to me, but it was only once. It happens a lot to my girlfriend. I was fully aware of my surroundings, but I couldn't move or speak. And it lasted a long time.
Jeez.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Roslyn said, hey, Roslyn. Roslyn said, I have sleep paralysis. It feels like a horror movie. I sense a person or alien is standing next to the bed, and I feel them breathing. It's always the same.
Jeez.
No.
Maybe it is an alien. Have you thought about that?
Maybe.
Rosalind.
Nicholas Mijarevic said, exactly, Roslyn. You feel some danger in the room, but you are unable to move. Terrifying. No. I would hate that.
Would you, Danny, would you rather see
No.
a ghost
I'm joking.
or an alien? Like, if you have the chance to see one of those, which one would you go for?
I think an alien.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, both of them alter reality.
But
like
maybe
our conception of reality.
Yeah, but maybe I could see an alien and I'm not aware it's an alien. Because
I want to see an alien, and what if like Rosalind appears? It's like, what? It's Rosalind. What are you talking about?
Exactly. What I was trying to say is you don't know how an alien looks like.
I know. Oh, like, wouldn't that be awesome?
You can see a plant.
Could you imagine like a
realize, cat? Yeah. And you can't realize that's an alien. Because you don't know how an alien looks like.
I mean, you could argue with the same.
Or it could be like a particle. Or it could be like whatever.
Light.
Yeah.
A ray of light.
And you're like, yeah,
what?
I want to see an alien. And the light is like, here I am.
Yeah. The moon says hello.
Yeah. So, alien.
Although you could argue, I mean, that is very cool and very true. But you could argue the same thing for a ghost. Like, maybe ghosts are among us.
Yes.
So.
But seeing them, I mean, the weird thing is that a ghost would be someone who once had a human body.
Well.
So it's like, I think it's more terrifying to think of someone you've known and seeing them as something else. Or like seeing a different version of that. That's still like not the human version because you can't talk to them, you can touch them, you can't.
Well, we don't know.
Well, yeah, but.
That's our definition of a ghost, but we don't really know what a ghost is.
And also because I think that sometimes, I mean, if I think of a ghost, I think of like a tormented person, like someone that was super tormented. If I think of an alien, I mean, they could be just like
Alf.
Streaming aliens. So you and I, we could just like bloop appear in another universe. And I mean, that's cooler because you can talk with someone that's still alive and that's not like tormented or suffering. So
it would it change everything for you?
To see an alien.
Or a ghost.
To know that I am seeing an alien?
Yeah, which one would change most of your beliefs? Alien or ghost?
But the thing is that I'm very open with my beliefs. I think it's more with someone like you that it's like, oh, if I see this, then everything I believe and everything I stand for just like falls apart.
No, but wait. Because they are different things. Like our idea of ghosts is referring to an idea of afterlife. And an idea of alien refers to the like life in this, past this known universe that we have, acknowledged this there, but we have know
Yeah,
nothing
no,
about.
but
So,
what I'm trying to say is if you see a ghost,
yeah.
then you know that there is something afterlife.
That one, for example,
And that would go
change
against
totally,
exactly
for me.
because you don't think there's nothing afterlife.
No, I don't.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm just like open to everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's afterlife, that would be super cool. If there's not, that would be super cool. If there's aliens, super cool. If they're not, still super cool.
Okay, super cool lady over there. Yeah.
No, but that's what
It's
I'm
like,
trying
yeah,
to say.
super
I mean,
cool, super cool. As soon as my great grandmother shows up, you're like, she's scratching me.
well, 'cause she
Where's
was
the
mean.
cool person?
She was mean.
Where's this super cool person? She's like, I thought you were
No,
cool
but
with me.
also I say super cool, but I would be
It's
afraid.
like, hey, I'm scratching you is the way I show love.
I would be afraid of seeing a ghost or like interacting with a ghost. If they're like
Love it.
nice ghosts, yes. If they are like mean or tormented ghosts, no. I think I would faint.
Yeah?
And then I would think that I was just like hallucinating.
You're going to waste your chance to like see a ghost?
I mean, you don't know how you would react to it.
I'm
Maybe
ready.
you would faint too.
I am ready. No, I'm
You're
ready.
like, I'm ready.
My mind is ready. No, I'm ready.
Nicolas,
I
you
am
know.
100% ready.
No.
I've been waiting for this moment my whole life.
So, Kakero was saying, I dream about going back to London because Kakero was living in London for some time. So Kakero was saying, I dream about going back to London and sometimes I miss my flight. Other times I dream I'm there again and I dream in English a lot too. Although I don't really remember my dreams very often though. I think I always dream in Spanish. Well, yesterday's dream was like bilingual. And I think that's due to the live streams. I mean, because now English is being like a huge part of my everyday. So maybe it's kind of permeating my dreams.
Yeah.
Because it was so funny because I told you, you have to say, I consent to you being here.
I consent.
But I was telling you in Spanish, like you have to say this.
I'm hoping by consenting, I'm calling them.
No, but not to my body. Because they were trying to possess my body and I don't like that.
Okay, don't possess her body, but I consent. I consent to you showing up.
Not in
Old
our
lady.
house. Somewhere else.
No.
In the supermarket.
No. I'm much more
Please.
comfortable here. If they show up here, that's totally cool.
No, because what if then they like it here?
You could talk to a ghost every day. We could have them in our lives.
And it's like, oh, again,
like,
you
hey.
again.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want you here. You're
Yeah.
nice, but just
Super nice.
let me
Maybe they're
be
like
in the bathroom alone.
yeah, uncomfortably racist because they're older.
Nicolas.
So we're like, oh, okay, grandma, like that was not cool.
No, I don't
But
like
then
that
we
humor.
educate the ghost. Then we're like, grandma, times have changed. You have to be aware that you can't say that anymore.
No, that's not humor for me. So
I know. Well, it's ghost humor, but we're educating a ghost.
Emily Hughes was saying, anyone painting or drawing right now? I'd love to know what everyone's working on. I'm doing a little gouache portrait right now.
Oh, send us. We're always super interested in what other people are doing. Send it to Danny's
Instagram. It's over here.
Yeah, and if you don't follow Danny, then what are you doing? What are you doing?
Mary S. was saying that's one of the strangest things about sleep paralysis, that everyone sees a presence in the room.
Wow. So
Robin-
that's a thing.
Yeah.
Rosalind, so that's a thing. Was it Rosalind or Robin? Rosalind, right?
Rosalind. Yeah.
Oh,
And now
Rosalind.
Robin is saying, I had a dream recently with you both in it.
Ooh.
Woo! Menorca dreaming.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Okay, give us the PG version of the dream.
No, they're saying I can't remember it though.
Okay, that was
It was
forgettable.
striking at the time. I think it was more Danny orientated, but Nico was present too.
Oh, great.
Because I did a bigger
always, like,
impact.
I'm always doing cameos. What a sad version of
Yeah,
me
you're
in
like-
the dreams.
Hey, Robin.
Yeah.
Bye, Robin.
Yeah.
And
I consent.
was I with my jacket wrap head?
What?
Because Robin had a picture of me when I was painting and there was a lot of sun. So I was like with a jacket because it was super cold. With a jacket and with this sweater, actually,
Oh, the only one you have,
wrapped
apparently.
in my head with my glasses and my headphones. So I look like something.
Something?
Not cool.
Oh, come on.
Uh,
Always look cool.
Roslyn was saying, I'm so scared of aliens. It's like my number one fear. I would
What?
totally hang out with a ghost. My aliens with your sleep paralysis.
I think so too. I think you're right, Danny.
Because maybe that's why.
Yeah, I think so.
Marcelo Peralta said, alien. It's a broad description. It can be a Ridley Scott's Alien or
Yeah,
the
let's-
monolith from 2001.
Right, exactly.
I had the experience of seeing a ghost. Was
What?
seeing Marcelo.
Stop it.
But it was a very calm experience. Basically, I noticed a person, looked at her, saw her talking to someone else, thought it was just a person I didn't know. And when I mentioned her, people told I was the only one who saw her.
What?
I even asked the person she was talking to. I confirm he never talked to that person. So it is what it is, I guess.
You have a gift? I always knew it. If I could bet on somebody, having the ability to speak with like dead people, Marcelo.
No, because he didn't speak.
Well,
He just saw her.
Okay, to like listen in on conversations, which is a little freaky, Marcelo, but anyways. Do you remember what they were talking about? Or could you listen to the could you hear something?
But I think it's also super cool because you not only saw the ghost, but you saw someone else talking to the ghost. So you saw a ghost of that other person talking when they were not actually talking. Because it's like you saw two different versions of that person, no? So wouldn't that make them two ghosts talking? No? Am I getting super tangled?
A little bit.
But do you get what I'm trying to say?
A little bit. Unless he saw like a dude talking to a girl, and then it's like he wasn't supposed to be talking to this girl because his girlfriend was there.
No, because no one, Nicolas.
And then it's like, hey, dude, I just saw you talking to this girl. And his girlfriend's like, what girl? And the guy's like, I wasn't talking to anyone. And you were like, I could have sworn I saw this girl talking to you. No, you were the only one that saw this girl. While she's hiding in the bushes.
Your jokes are so bad today. I don't know if you're hungry.
I don't know. Trying to find a rational explanation to this.
Mary S. was saying, a fun fact. Are we dreaming right now?
I guess we'll never know.
But I thought you were going to give like another fun fact.
Okay, you could be nicer
no,
about
this
the
is fun.
fact,
No,
Danny.
because that's super cool.
A little bit nicer, okay?
No,
Don't act like in your dreams, please.
But no, I was trying to, because I know anything about dreams. I don't know a thing. So I would love to know facts. Like, oh, that's called blah, blah, blah. Or that's like this thing that this person described is blah, blah, blah.
Now you have poor Mary having to Google fun facts about dreams.
Marcelo Peralta. No, I already read that. Robin said, I have a friend who used to see a small boy in my yard in Miami.
What?
We would come and play with my Saint Bernard. He would come and play with my Saint Bernard. Bernard.
Okay.
Saint Bernard.
Okay,
Saint
you
Bernard.
didn't have to go that far, but okay.
After the dog passed, the little boy stopped showing up. No one else saw the boy. Maybe he just wanted to play with the dog. That would be a cute. No, but a
Maybe
dead
he killed the
a
dog.
dead kid. No. I was gonna say that would be a nice.
But they were
ghost.
playing with the dog, so
Yeah,
they
but-
were having fun. I mean, it was very sad if
it's a-
something happened to the kid.
Yeah.
But they were having fun with the dog.
Anam was saying, can I just interrupt to say I love the colors in your painting right now? So pretty.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, but that's not what's important. We're discussing cool dreams now. No, thank you. I'm kidding. Thank you.
Miami
And
boy ghost.
And it's NASA, so can't take credit for him looking amazing.
Cody Winnicky was saying, hey OPL, just in between classes.
Ooh. How are classes going, Cody?
Emery Borg said, I don't often read comics/manga, so I'm not the best person to recommend anything. But I had those crazy dreams after I read all the volumes of Naruto in 1 week.
Oh.
Maybe that had something to do with it.
I think so. That's way too much Naruto. Naruto.
So, Panacotic was saying, I'm doing a watercolor study of a barge plate? No.
Barg.
Bark plate?
Yep. Oh, nice. You should show us that.
Yeah, because I think it was Emily who asked that they wanted to know if someone else was working. So, Nicolas Mijarevich was saying, I'm still painting my friend, haha. Marcelo said, I'll be painting later at night. Camila Ogorman said, me drawing.
Oh, I saw the underdrawing for your enormous painting, Camila. It's looking incredible. I love how, you do have a grid underneath there, but it's a very large grid. But I love how confident you are when you put those strokes down. Amazing.
Robin said, no clue, but dying laughing. Because it would be kind of a nightmare if you saw me with that outfit again. Those photos were terrible. Emily Hughes said, just send what I'm working on to Danny. Oh, so let's check it out. I like that. I'm receiving what people are doing right now.
Nice.
So let's see in order. So Emily was saying, hi Danny, this is Emily Hughes from the stream. This is a study from the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, beautiful.
This paper hates the gouache, haha. So let's see it. Oh, I can't see. Oh, I get it. Here. Why it doesn't? Oh, no, it's opening.
Wait.
Look.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that's
very nice.
Cool. I like that. Oh. And what paper is it? Because you're saying it hates gouache, but it doesn't look like. I like it. And I like your paint container. So let's see. Susie Love Art Page said, hi Daniela, I just sent you a photo of the painting I'm working on while listening. You both are such fabulous painting company. So let's see, Susie. So Susie said, hi Daniela, I'm currently painting an oil painting of a dog for my upcoming TOAF show in Toronto in July. So let's see. Oh, that's super cool.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That is crazy good.
Yeah.
That's very good. So what is TOAF? Toronto Online Art Festival?
Or art festival?
Outdoor art festival. I'm going to go with outdoor.
Or maybe TO is from Toronto?
Yeah, that's why I said Toronto.
No, because you also use the O as a letter for something.
Oh, I said
thinking
at
Toronto.
the beginning I said online and then outdoor.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking Toronto Art Fair, maybe.
Oh, you use. I think I'm gonna go with outdoor.
Okay.
So you're thinking TO would be just
Toronto.
for Toronto.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I was saying.
Oh, woof, woof.
No,
woof.
Did that sound?
It sounded like it sounded.
Susie Love Art Page said, Toronto Outdoor Art Fair.
There we go.
So you're good. I love the hairs, like the tiny hairs over here.
Talking about me or the dog painting?
No, at this moment of the dog.
Okay.
And Camila Ogorman
Yeah.
was sending me, this is what I'm drawing right now. So let's see. That's very cool.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. She's so good.
Very
My
cool.
God, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, Camila is amazing. Get
How
Camila's...
big is it? Looks huge.
Yeah, she paints big.
Huge.
Remember to get
huge.
Camila's Domestica
Yes. Curse.
course.
Course?
Well, yeah, the Domestica curse would be like, you cannot paint ever again. I consent.
So Marcelo Peralta said, it's actually a very complicated story. There's a lot of context to it. Too big to write on the chat.
Okay, but one day...
But now you just make
One-
me want to know.
One day,
the
next
story,
week,
Marcelo.
let's make it a date for next week, and you can tell us about it.
Or you could send us, like, to
Or
my
maybe it's
Instagram.
a little too personal.
Oh yeah, if it's personal, no.
No,
If,
we don't want to
you
get
don't want to share it.
we don't want to get the guy in trouble.
But if maybe it's just because it's super long to write, you could send it to my Instagram as a DM and we could read it. Maria said, haha, that isn't fun. Yeah, no, it is fun. It was a fun fact. But I wanted like the scientific fun of dreams. Fun facts of dreams.
Oof.
Gyu
It's Danny.
was saying, I'm having lunch right now, but I was working on a portrait of NASA also.
No way.
Wow.
What? Connected.
Connected.
Nazareno. Nos
Robin.
Conecta.
Robin was saying, not at all. You looked so happy and content. Well, I was happy, but I wasn't like, it wasn't my best fit, let's say.
Your best feet?
No, fit, F-I-T.
Oh, okay. My best feet were yesterday. Were showcased yesterday.
Well, not apparently, because people
Well,
were saying
I
that-
thought they looked amazing, and then everyone was like, "Oh my God, that's your foot." I felt like they hadn't seen a foot ever.
And I don't know why people are just so weird about feet.
Don't.
I mean,
isn't
it's
that
like a
always
fit.
true.
A tiny fit just creeps in a picture, and everyone's like, "Oh, the fit," and it's like,
But
what?
isn't that always kind of true that people? I've never seen anyone not comment on somebody's feet as if they're the ones that have normal feet, and then suddenly they see like this thing coming from another planet out of somebody's shoe.
No, and I don't even judge if they're good
like,
or
what
bad
is a good
feet. It's
foot?
like,
I mean, unless
don't
it's
know,
like
you could see-
super nasty
no,
or something.
No, but you could see a hand in a picture, and you would be fine. You could see an elbow, you could see a knee, but then a feet.
Suddenly there's a foot, and
And-
people
yeah.
are like, "What the hell?"
People just like go crazy with that. I don't know why. It's just weird people.
I'm gonna do
It's weird.
Foot Thursdays. I'm gonna start to only post like my feet on Thursdays.
Foot stay?
Mm.
Foot, no.
Mm-mm.
Emily Hughes was saying it's regular moleskin sketchbook paper. Yes.
Oh, the one of the gouache?
Oh, I thought this one, and I was like, yes, it is.
Yeah, no. The one of the gouache.
Oh, but I've done gouache with.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you were using it as watercolors. So, I mean, you would have to wait a little bit more for it to
Yeah.
dry between you try to build the painting up. Because I think that doesn't happen to me with moleskin paper, but because I use gouache from the tube.
Yeah, Danny uses
So
gouache fairly thickly.
I think I would say I use gouache as you use
Oil?
oil. Yes. Mm.
But in the very, very short, so I would trust Danny way more than I would trust my comments. But in the very short experience that I have with gouache, what Danny's saying is true. Like, the paper is not the best because it is a very fibery paper. I mean, it's not like 100% cotton paper, but it is quite fibery moleskin paper. You don't really see it, but when you get it wet, when you do a wash, for example, you do realize how fibery it is and how prone to lifting it is if you're not super, super careful. So you have to, if you want that initial wash, you have to be super confident, put it down. Don't, brush a lot of, don't move your brush with a lot of water over the substrate. Like, don't do that. That's going to lift the paper right up. So it almost asks of you to be very bold, like super direct, put stuff down, let it be down, wait for it to dry. And as soon as you have enough gouache on top of your paper, you'll see that it's far more forgiving. Like, I used to feel that gouache has, in my inexperience, that gouache has like two moments. One moment when you're starting and you're being very bold with your washes and everything looks a certain way. Then it tends to look like crap because you're going through that kind of intermediate layer where wash and more opaque paint still don't quite work together. And then when you start covering up and making new relationships and gouache has kind of settled down a little bit, you're going to see your paint a lot better. And so that's what I would suggest. Like, be patient.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I need to be when I paint gouache, because I don't follow that advice very well. But I recognize that that's what I need to be.
And I think that also it's good to be aware of building up also with the thickness of paint. So not just like having a super thick gouache layer and then trying to put like a super watery.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Because that would just like ruin
Yep.
your painting. So yeah, just like being super conscious of the building of the painting with the building of the thickness. So that's, I mean, at least that's how I would do it.
Yeah, with gouache, you always have to go thicker, 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 thicker.
Yeah. But not like thick, thin, no. Thin,
No.
little bit thicker, thicker, thicker.
And
or
you
if
can't
you're
go
just thicker, just go thicker, as I do.
Yeah, and you can't go thin and then again too thin, because water is going to pick up like the washes that you have underneath.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, that if you put a more watery layer on top of another one that's a little bit more thick, it will just lift everything up. So, Lola Onigiri dice, está quedando hermosa la pintura de hoy.
De
y un
nuevo.
emoji de un gatico.
De nuevo, NASA, que es fantástico modelo.
Emily Hughes was saying, that's super helpful. I'm quite new to gouache. I've always started with more water and ended up using the paint straight from the tube at the end. I'm going to try being more direct and patient. LOL.
Yeah. If you can, Emily, there are a couple of Gumroad videos. Danny watched the one of Peter Chan, of Pixel Chan.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, very good. That one can be very illustrative of what to do. And you also watched one of Angela?
Yeah.
Angela Sung. So if you want, go to Gumroad. There are so many good videos there. Go to Gumroad and look for Peter Chan, Pixel Chan, or Angela Sung. And yeah, they're like super cheap. They're not even like $5-10 maybe at most, each of those videos, but I think they're less actually. So yeah, consider buying them. It's very, very simple, very good. I think, does Angelus have commentary, or Peters has commentary? Do you remember, Daniel?
I don't remember because I saw them a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure if either of them have commentary, but you can totally see how they're painting. So
Yeah, but I mean, just seeing their process is super cool.
yeah.
Susie Love Art page was saying thank you. Lots more dogs painting on my page. I'm looking forward to watching Nicolas paint dogs at the end of the year.
Oh, me too.
And I love Camila's painting.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah. Camila was saying, yes, I'm using a grid for the first time in my life and loving it. It helps me forget the subject and concentrate in abstract shapes and geometry. The blue one is 150 by 120 centimeters. So big.
I think you use...
That's big for me.
Camila, I think you use the grid as it's meant to be used, to understand placement.
Exactly.
But you still have to draw it. And you still have to, like, your drawing has to show up in your painting.
Still taking decisions.
Yeah, and you are so bold with that drawing. That's pretty amazing.
Gyu was saying Camila's curse. It's the evil version from her dreams. Yeah, that's Camila's curse.
I can actually see her. I could envision Camila knowing how
course? Ya se me olvidó.
Well, course is what she is offering through Domestica.
Course, yeah, not course,
and
but
curse is what she does at night when she doesn't like somebody.
Yeah. Kijari was saying, fun fact. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard if you dream about someone, that person is thinking of you. Well, I don't think that's true.
We have a saying here that when your ears are red,
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They're speaking about you, but yeah.
Or if your right hand is scratching, you're going to get money. If the left one is scratching, you're going to have to pay money. So, that's not true, but
yeah, none of those things are true. Let's be honest here.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, okay, I'll try to write it down. And if it's comprehensible and not too much complicated, I'll send you guys.
Awesome.
Yes. Now I want to...
us? We're so gossipy. We love that.
No, I want to read the ghost story.
I know. I want to know what happened to the dude.
Emily Hughes was saying... no, I already read that. I'm sorry. Why is that happening to me
We're
too
saying
much?
Good morning.
Yeah. Anam was asking, would you say watercolor follows the same thin to thick layer principle as gouache?
Not quite.
No.
Not quite. Watercolor can remain thin always. I mean,
yes, but you can also lift. I mean, if it's super watery, you can also lift the watercolor that's down if it hasn't dried.
Oh, yeah. It's very, very washy.
Yeah.
But watercolor, because you're working with such fibrous paper, and ideally good watercolor paper can retain like the paint that it actually absorbs. Mm-hmm. That's why in watercolor you see a lot of people do transparencies where they put like the lighter color down, and when they put like another wash, and they're very light washes, when they put it on top of it, you get this beautiful transparency where you're not really affecting color that's underneath. But a lot of it has to do with touch. Like if you start scrubbing your paper, you will lift it. Like you have to also be physically super aware of how much pressure you put down. And of course, you tend to follow more pigment as you paint along, that kind of general super simple rule. But it also has to do with touch and patience. To be very, very, very patient.
Kijari was saying Pixel Chan has 3 methods of painting with gouache, and thus 3 videos. I think 4. And they all have commentary as he's teaching his methods.
Awesome. So super recommended. Thank you so much for that.
Gav, so Katya.
Oh.
Saying hello, what's up today?
The Belilovskis.
Was saying, Danny, love your braid. Thank you so much. My red braid.
No comment about my braid, but that
I
totally
have to say
fine.
that I feel that braids look cooler with red
Oh my! Oh, look at you now.
Yeah, I'm pumping myself.
Yeah, the redhead now. It's
No,
like
but
us redheads have always heard
yeah,
so much bad stuff about our hair.
yeah. Yes. Emily Hughes was saying, thank you, boats. Boats. Both.
Okay.
Thank you,
Cars
both.
and airplanes.
Thank you, both. I have to run. Gotta walk my dog. I'll finish watching the stream later. Loving the colors in this painting.
Oh, thank you.
You know the light on this one? It reminds me of the painting you did of, I don't know why I think it's Emilia. Maybe 2020, just beginning our painted lives.
Oh, but that's very different though.
The light.
Yeah, but the light on her was very warm. Like super,
No,
super
but the
warm.
light that comes from behind.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
not the
the
light in the
warmness.
painting,
Okay,
but the
okay.
light that's like the actual light. So
Yeah, because hers was like very, very, very warm, like sunlight, actually.
I don't even remember that vividly, that painting. I mean,
I do.
you do because
Yeah.
you did it.
Yeah.
But of course,
I mean, it's a little
remember it.
unfair because I tend to remember almost every single thing I've painted. So.
Yeah, but I don't know why I feel like I just saw the like that yellow part in the right side of the painting, and I thought about that.
Oh yeah, that one, that's fun to paint. It's a lot of technically what I've done is to paint with a very, very cool sort of dominance here, so that when we introduced those oranges, those yellow oranges and oranges, the difference was very, very kind of palpable. So, yep, it's a very basic kind of simple thing to do, but you have to be disciplined in the color mixing so that none of the things that are here that are warm can are going to fight against the warmness that is surrounding.
Anam was saying, very cool braids, both of you.
Oh, finally, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
your
you.
armpit braids.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
KCK1223 was saying, I love your videos.
Thank you.
They are the best. I watch them every day.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's
thank
awesome.
you so
thank
much.
you so much.
Happy to have you here. And happy that you like them. I was hoping to get some facts.
Oh my God! Now
Mary.
you're disappointed now, Mary. I liked everything that you were saying.
No, me too. But I want more.
Yeah, right. You have a weird way of showing it.
No, I like it that much that I really want more.
I like it so much that I thought you sucked.
Ay, Nicolás.
Terrible, Danny. Terrible.
So I'm gonna.
My great grandmother pinching you really changed you.
It's not pinching me. She was scratching me. Maybe if someone just joined, that would be weird.
What?
If you're saying you're my great grandmother pinching you, and I was saying no, she was scratching me. That sounds
if you felt
weird.
somebody scratching you right now, that would be nice.
So, fun facts.
Oh,
Of dreams. Mind-boggling facts about dreams.
Okay, I just want to say that Mary didn't want to be this cheap and just Google all that stuff, but
I'm cheap.
Yeah, but Danny's not above it, so.
Mary said, Danny, I thought you forgot. Haha. Rather, I was hoping you forgot. We spent 1/3 of our lives sleeping. The funnest fact ever.
Yeah?
I think I could say I spent
I think Danny
2/3.
beats that.
Nowadays, no.
No. But you have a ways to make up for all the time that you spent.
If I had continued living life as I did,
yeah,
I would have said 2/3 of my life. So let's see some of these facts. It says, morning is better. Longer dreams occur in the morning hours.
I agree with that. 'Cause I mean, you have a ways to make up for all the time that you spent. If I had continued living life as I did, I would have said 2/3 of my life. So let's see some of these facts. It says, morning is better. Longer dreams occur in the morning hours. I agree with that.
REM is the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Our most vivid dreams happen during rapid eye movement, REM sleep, which happens in short episodes throughout the night, about 90 to 120 minutes apart. Mm. So that's the REM.
Oh, you didn't.
Rapid
I
eye
knew that.
movement.
Yeah,
No.
I knew that one.
I know that's
A band.
Ariana Grande's
What?
song.
She's got a song called REM?
Yeah. REM.
I
And
don't know.
her makeup brand is
Yeah.
called REM.
Oh, there we go.
Weekends help you remember. You're more likely to remember your dreams on weekends or days when you sleep in because each episode of REM sleep is longer than the last.
Ooh.
Your muscles are paralyzed.
What?
Most of your muscles become paralyzed during REM. Is it REM? Can I read it REM?
I think you can say REM. Yes.
During REM sleep to prevent you from acting out on your dreams. Maybe my muscles are not as paralyzed.
Danny
No,
hasn't received the memo.
Just don't say that. But yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
No, but you know what's the weird thing? That my muscles are not paralyzed or are mega paralyzed. Because when I sleep, I don't move
No.
at all. But sometimes it just has happened 2 times. But I just jump.
Yeah, you well, you are. I told you the other day you're pretty much like a sleepwalker.
Ninja. No, because it's not sleepwalking.
I mean, you're
'cause
not
I saw that.
walking, but you are.
Sleep acting.
Yeah, but you're up. Yeah.
But it has happened 2 times in my entire life.
No, it's happened more than that.
Nicolas.
No, I'm serious.
With you, it happened 2 times. What
No,
are you
it's
talking
happened
about?
more than that.
I, of course, know.
But it's not a bad thing. I don't know why you think it's a bad
Because
thing.
now you're saying different things
I'm not
while
saying
we're
anything.
live streaming.
No.
So, pictures are most common. We dream mostly in pictures, with the majority of dreams being mainly visual with little sound or movement. Recurring dreams have themes. Recurring dreams in children are mostly about confrontations with animals or monsters, physical aggressions, falling, or being chased. So being chased is the one that you have always. No?
But I can't
Like
really,
running away from?
Yeah, but I don't really
blank.
know what. I have a feeling that I have to,
Yeah, you have to run.
I have to like move. But I don't know what I'm like. I can't tell you. I wouldn't be able to tell you that this thing is chasing me. No, I never know. I just have a feeling that I have to go.
So I just want to ask, because I'm sorry I cut you out when you were saying that I act when sometimes I'm asleep, but I don't know why I feel weird about it. It's like I feel guilty about it. And it's dumb, but I told you about it. Like I feel like it's something I can't control, so it's not cool for me. But I wanted to ask if maybe someone here has experienced that too. Like, because I think I've told the story that when I remember that happening, I was dreaming that I was like in a container. No, there was a truck with a lot of boxes. And I was in a parking lot. And they told me like, "Oh, you have to put them right here." And I was like, "Okay," but it was like a huge container in the truck. And then the truck just like started. So I felt that all the pile of boxes was just going to fall on top of me. So I was just like trying to hold them. But the thing is that I thought, "Oh my God, I have to hold them." And I did like this. So I did the action in the dream. And when I opened my eyes, I was standing on the bed holding the wool.
Yeah.
This is so embarrassing.
You saved us.
So you were like, "What's happening?" And I was like, "The boxes." And you were
It
like,
didn't quite sound like that, but okay.
"What boxes?" And I was like,
I think again, I didn't quite sound like that, but
and it was weird because it was like I blinked and I was holding the boxes and then I was in the bed. So I didn't realize like where are the boxes? Like what's happening? I think I caught my finger.
on the boxes,
No, right now. I don't know what happened.
is it my great grandmother scratching you?
Maybe. Look.
Well, just show some respect.
So, yeah. So, I just want to know if someone have experienced something like that.
Um,
Please don't unsubscribe.
so I like the painting where it is, Daniel Ira.
I like it too.
Yeah. I'd like to believe that this is I know the photo of NASA. He's being a little more or it's a little more either dramatic or like theatrical because he has like mascara running down.
Yeah, like dripping.
Yeah, but I kind of like it as is
Me too.
because I like the openness of the face of the portrait against the the kind of like the bluer tones against the warmer ones that are in the back. So I felt that if I started to make a pattern here, it would it would make it way more about his eyes, but it would also take away from the bigger kind of really cool relationships that are there. So I kind of held on to like those bigger relationships, but and I think it's pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna leave it here.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it too. I was a little scared because I haven't painted him, so and I wanted to paint him. Um, so I was a little scared um to see if I could do a good job or do him justice at least. And I think this is cool. It's a nice painting, so I'm kind of happy. And after saying that, I have to do something.
I
So
love that
just saw it.
maybe no one has
Is
had
hearing us right
something.
now?
No, has had something like I said.
Oh, I'm very sure a lot of
Because
people.
there, no one's commenting. Roslyn said, I love how the painting turned out. Bravo.
Thank
Brava.
you.
Kijari was saying, question for Nicolas.
Yes, please.
Which rosemary brushes do you use or are your must go?
Oh, so
Wait,
sorry.
wait, wait. I remember many years ago you mentioned the second, no, the Skoda Rustico number 6, and I bought them back then and loved them. But Skoda don't produce them anymore, and
No.
I'm afraid of wearing them out. They
Right.
say the vintage are the replacement. Have you tried this Skoda vintage?
No, I stopped because I did have I did have some of those, and a lot of them were actually gifted to me by an amazing painter. Um and I don't like I am so not at all judging people that work with natural hair, soft bristles. That's it. Honestly, it's part of the industry. It's part of the history of painting. So, mm, we are if we're still able to find Kolinsky sable brushes, or a bunch of other natural soft hair brushes, like that's totally cool. If you want to use those, I made it upon myself to, I would use the ones that I own, although I do own those some of those Escodas, and I have them like downstairs I mean, we don't live in an upstairs or downstairs, but in the parking
Deposit, yeah.
yeah, in the parking lot of this building, there's a little closet that we use as a deposit, and they're all down there. Like they're not even here in this box that I have at my feet. that has a lot more brushes. I don't even use them anymore, to be super, super honest. I think if you go, we did a video.
Maybe last week, was it? That
No, no,
you
no. I
received?
was referring to the video that we did on one brush, the one brush
Oh,
week.
oh, I could link it here.
Yeah, we actually spoke quite a bit about brushes that week, and I don't think my mentality has changed um regarding that. So I haven't usually used. No, I could tell you that I haven't used any any of those brushes. I haven't bought any of those brushes for sure, like any new ones. So if I have, let me see if I have. So if I have like an old Sable, what is I've this is so old that it doesn't even have like the brand here anymore. It's actually rubbed off, but you can see it still sort of holds its shape. But these are older brushes that I've owned for quite a while now that I don't use at all almost anymore. I mean, if I use them, is because I really need something. I really need to grab paint and hold it and then put it on the surface kind of delicately, because they are good brushes. Like, you could never argue that they're not good brushes. Like, the fact that we've used them for centuries just shows that they are indeed very good brushes. But yeah, so I try not to. So in trying to move away from that, I've become far more accustomed and far more willing to use in some cases very cheap synthetic brushes, like these, for example. These are very, very cheap, or these, for example. Any one of these Lion Deluxe 100. Uh, uh, and but um, I'm also not dumb, and I realize that some of the brushes that I do use that I've enjoyed quite a bit that were gifted to me um, are these. Well, this one I bought, but I bought it based on the ones that were gifted to me. So I use ivory filberts. So ivory filberts or ivory flats, ivory long flats, not extra long flats. I don't like those. But ivory long flats or ivory filberts, I think they are fantastic, to be honest. So yeah, but once again, buy whatever you want. But buy whatever you want, buy whatever you can afford. If I wasn't painting with those brushes, I'd be using more of the very cheap brushes that I use, and I would be totally, totally fine. And it's not because I am so good at painting that that I can paint with those cheap brushes. No, it's because they're fine. It's because they're totally fine. So, anyways, so that was it for today. I had a blast painting NASA. So I think I hope it's more of like an attitude painting. That when NASA when he sees it, he feels like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm there. And I don't know if that works also as a portrait, but I at least this is what I kind of picked up of all that attitude. So I hope that works.
So I just wanted to read. Marcelo Baralta was saying, "Great painting, Nicolas. Had a
Thank
lot
you.
of fun today." And Andrea Kemp was saying, "I have been sleepwalking and acting out my dreams my entire life. Listen to Mike Birbiglia's This American Life story called Come Sleepwalk with Me." I would love to. Because I
Oh,
mean, I'm being like super honest here. When I realized the first time, I was just like laughing because I knew that I was sleepwalking or acting in my dreams. So it was funny for me, but the last time I don't even remember it. So I just felt weird. I don't know how to explain that. Maybe if Andrea has been sleepwalking all her life, maybe he knows, maybe they know, I'm sorry, that feeling of because it's like Nicolas was telling me that I was doing something when have no recollection of it. So it was just weird. I just felt weird. But I'm just gonna write that down because I would love to hear that. Um, so give me 1 second.
No. I'm actually retouching, like touching up some little moments here and there. So I'm good. I could use these little moments.
And the other thing is that I've I've never maybe I've never realized I do that. Because remember, you and I talked after that happened the last time.
Yeah.
And I was telling you that, I mean, maybe when I was living with my parents, I was alone in my room. So I didn't realize that I was acting my dreams out. But now that I live with you and you realize that, it's like it's something new to me. Like I never thought I did that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just weird for me at the moment.
Yeah, but I've never found it to be weird or.
Well, you were kind of scared. I don't know if it's
I feel
scared.
I feel no. It's I feel bad for you if you, because when it's very dramatic for you when you wake up. When you're not wake up when you're doing whatever.
It's like I'm frantic because like I'm super worried about something.
Yeah, so that's what makes me feel bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe in your dream you're like really, really like suffering because of something.
But you're very patient and very loving.
I don't.
I mean, the last time I didn't even woke up, but you told me that I was like super afraid, and you told me it was a dream, and then you just kind of hugged me, and I just continue sleeping.
Yeah. Then I told my grandma to leave. It's like, not now, great grandma, not now. Told you that was like too much scratching.
Mark Saint was saying, I have acted out dreams too, many times. Usually I'm playing soccer, football, in my dreams, and I kick really hard and kick the blankets off. Ha! And I wake up still kicking. So let's continue reading some more comments.
No. I think I'm good.
Okay. So, yeah. Camila Ogorman, wonderful live and painting. Thank you, Nicolas and Danny.
Gracias,
you, Camila, por la compañía.
Muchas gracias. Everyone, Mary remember, if you're looking for a good domestica video.
Yeah. A great course, not curse.
Oh, we don't know that.
Both?
Yeah, we don't know that. We don't know what Camila does like late at night. No, but please check out Camila's domestica course. It looks pretty amazing. And drop her like a nice comment if you buy it.
Julián Caprara mandó caritas felices con estrellas en los ojos.
Qué lindo, Julián, gracias.
Tienes, Julián, que contarnos qué tal le parece a NASA.
Sí, de pronto él me escribe como, Nicolás, apestas.
Ese no soy yo, Nicolás.
Apestas.
No.
Sí.
Serene CK was saying, this painting is really cool, Nicolás. Mary S. was saying, beautiful, as always. Gav Gav, so Katia, was saying, oh, short one for me today, but it's Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone, and see you next week. Yeah, and see you on Monday for visual correspondence, finally.
Oh!
Drum roll.
Yeah, nice.
Now I'm just like putting the pressure on me, but yeah.
Yeah,
Monday.
no, unsolicited, but great.
Julián Rodríguez dice, llegué para el cierre y decir que me encanta la pintura.
Muchas gracias.
And Serene CK was saying, and happy anniversary. Thank you.
Thank you.
We had a very good anniversary.
Yes.
You gonna keep going?
No. I should put the brushes down because I'm happy with it. So
Andrea Kemp said, it's scary at times and funny also. I think it's...
The painting?
No, the sleepwalking. I think it's induced by stress. So as I have gotten older, it has been better. I think you've asked me if I was stressed. Because maybe it's like stress related when I do it, but I don't know. But I love to hear that it's also funny and scary at times, because the last time it was very scary for me. So happy to know that, and I'll be happy to listen the podcast episode. So that's it for today.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for
Thank
joining us
you.
again for the cool conversations we had today.
Always.
I love today's conversation. I always do, but today's conversation I think was super cool.
Every day.
So we'll see you on Monday.
Yes.
And have a great weekend.
Yes.
And that's it.